Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
You will bring the jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican for his service Latino.
That's literally not true.
I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Is that correct?
Oh, for Trump's sake.
Good morning, welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Good to have you all here. Good morning, welcome, come on in, take your seats. We're going to get started here in just a little bit. We've got about half an hour before trial begins in Fairfax County, Virginia, going back up to the au pair, love triangle, twisted murder trial. I don't even know what to call this. But we'll be there. Let's see. And I'm here. There we go. I'm here. I promise. Thank you all for being here. It is wonderful. I was just texting with Rob from Lawn Lumber. It sounds like this case has drawn his attention as well. This is up in his neck of the woods. So there's a chance, if, real work, because he's in court, if real work doesn't get in the way, there's a chance he may even make an appearance in court, which should be interesting to watch this one, as he's familiar with this judge a little bit from the Johnny Depp trial. All right, and more. There's more. I won't spoil it all, but I'm excited to see him pick this up and give his take on that. So big shout out to Rob from Lawn Lumber, good friend and good friend of the channel. What else do we have? We've got that's basically our whole day is going to be this trial. Where we pick up is with the au pair, who is still on direct examination. This is the co-defendant of Brendan Banfield, charged with these two murders, the murder of Banfield's wife and the murder of the man that the state alleges that the au pair and Banfield convinced to come over to engage in some rough adult play. It ended in a double murder. So we'll hear more about that. We've heard a lot of the plan laid out yesterday. We've got a few things we have to take care of every morning before court begins. So if you're new here, please buckle up. I'll warn you, because there are a few things we do, and some of them are.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Guess what today is?
It's hump day.
It's hump day! Welcome to Wednesday. Kept it short. My son, I've got one child here. He gave me 2 big thumbs down and a frowny face. It was too short. It's hump day. We made it halfway through the work week. For those of you who are just looking forward to the weekend, we're halfway there. So hopefully the way court goes today, your workday will go quickly. We'll get you to the weekend, and all will be well. So it is hump day. Thank you all for that. Let's see. We also have some birthdays. It was a big fail. It was the highest pitch I think I've ever done, which, yikes, what was that? Such poopy. We do the hump day yell every Wednesday. Sometimes it's long, sustained, and resonating, and other times it's what you got today. So that's what it is. Usually pets don't like it as much, but another thing we do every day is we sing happy birthday to those who are celebrating the birthday. So when I say we, it's not just me. All of us together sing happy birthday to those who have a birthday today. And we have a lot, which means we have to sing fast and talk fast. We're going to sing happy birthday to Bree Roz, Harley, Jacob, Jahari, Joyce, Miss Kitty, Sarah,
I got a stubby little
Whiskbrand Carla? Is Whiskbrand Carla the same person? Which would you rather, if it's the same person, which would you rather me say? Because you're sort of double dipping when you get your screen name and and your real name. Is there a preference? Let's see. We're going to sing happy birthday, and then we'll get back to court and talking about what's going to happen today, because it's going to be, it has to be good. I can tell you, it has to be good for the defense. Everything in their case hinges on today, and I'll tell you why when we get there. Just Carla, says Whiskbrand. Just Carla. All right. Whiskbrand, thank you very much for making it easy on me. That shortens it up considerably. And I guess all that's left to do is, everyone, wherever you are, stand up, take a deep breath, shoulders back, project your voice to the back of the room, blend your voice with your neighbor, and warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. We're ready. We're ready to sing happy birthday to these wonderful folks who are celebrating their birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Roz, Harley, Jacob, Jahari, Joyce, Miss Kitty, Sarah, and Carla. Happy birthday to you. First try, nailed it. We got everybody on the first try. It was a tight fit, but it worked. It worked. Those of you who are dancing, doing a great job. Little Stubby says, this will be my exercise for the day. Hey, count it. Count it. It's calories, count it. To all those who are celebrating their birthday today, happy birthday. I realize there are many wonderful days. Today is your special day, and there could have been a million places you celebrated, and a million people you celebrated with, but you chose to be here with us. The privilege, pleasure, the honor, the joy is ours. Hopefully we can turn that joy back to you. Make your day a little more special, or begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP, Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlop's House, Andy's Grill, Bob Evans, and Cracker Barrel. Whoo! I'm on a roll. Am I doing, is the live stream working? It never goes this well. It never goes, aside from the hump day yell. Tammy's house is permanently relocated. Yes, free pancakes in Germany. And hey, if you're there and you want free pancakes, that is the place to go. Anyway, happy birthday to all those who are celebrating. We do sing happy birthday at the beginning of every show. I'm not sure how long we can continue this, because the list is getting long. As we enter year 3 of singing happy birthday at the beginning of each show. I can hear the hump day yell from all the way from the kitchen. That is awesome. All right, it's because you saved your energy from the hump day yell. That was a great birthday song with so many names. Thank you, Red Pen and moderators, all of them, for making the birthday list come together. Drum solo. Help me. If you never played the air drums, now's a good day to start. It goes a little bit like this. This is your hi-hat. This is your snare. Beautiful. Happy birthday, everybody. Way to go. I appreciate everyone singing, and so I don't sing well alone. Knowing that you are all singing, and if I take my headphones off, I think I can even hear some of you singing. So that's wonderful. Appreciate that. All right. Thank you to your mothers for birthing you. Yes, that's what we need to do. We need to thank them. Let's talk a little bit about the Brandon Banfield case. Let me pull up my notes so I don't miss anything, because we had a lot happen yesterday. It went fast. And by fast, I mean we hit the ground running. The judge calls the court to order, jury sits down, and opening statements begin. And, I have to give to the internet. Kim, congratulations. You were first in chat. You said hi early this morning. Then you said, I'll be back later. You better be back now, because for your promptness and punctuality, we're going to punish you and send it to you to internet ownership. Everything IP related worldwide is your responsibility. Gotcha, Kim. Gotcha. Sorry about that. Delayed. Hopefully you didn't just let the internet die in the meantime. But there you go. All right. Okay, suggestion. We start listening to birthday wishes on screen and laugh if Ari can't read them fast enough. No. No. All right, let's see. Gigi, somehow I made the font so small in chat I can barely see it. I don't know how to fix it, anyone? I'm going to count on you guys. Gigi, let us know if you're watching on a computer, television, or phone. That will probably make a difference. And then if somebody who is also watching on that knows the fix and can tag her and let her know, that would be fantastic. All right, no buffering today. No buffering. That's our goal. The reason why I did, I spent all last night working on everything, fixing things, removing devices from my network that don't need to be there. Why is my washing machine like my clothes washing machine connected to my wireless network? Is there anything that happens during the spin cycle or anything that is so urgent that my washing machine needs to check in with the internet, maybe to get an update on the satellite time or something? I have no idea. Anyway, we've cleaned that up a little bit, which is great. We are running a slightly longer delay. So instead of the ultra fast, because my internet is ultra fast, instead of having the, within 2 seconds of me saying it, you're hearing it, we've got a couple second delay in there. That's all. But it's enough that YouTube allows to buffer and sort of fix little problems if for some reason between me and you on the internet there is a hiccup somewhere. So hopefully no buffering today. We've got that fixed. I also updated all the firmware on all of our wireless routers, and I did everything. All the internet things I did. I even turned it off and on again. That shows dedication. Anyway, all right. So where were we yesterday in trial? We had 6 witnesses take the stand. I started by saying we started so fast, right? The judge kicked us off and said, opening statements, go. The prosecution was, they gave the Cliff Notes version of the entire case, and it was very quick. It was almost like no 2 sentences were about the same thing, right? There was no explanation of anything. Each sentence was a new idea or event that happened in the case, and we flew through it. She pretty much hit all the high points. There's nothing big that she left out. Obviously, there's some details that we're going to hear that she didn't include. But she hit all the high points, and we flew through it. It was over almost before it began. And for those of us who hadn't looked deep into the case beforehand, it might have left your head spinning a little bit, saying who shot who, what, who was what, where, who was the love interest, who's Joe again? But we're getting those pieces put together now, and it's actually helping a ton to hear it from the current witness, who is the co-defendant, the au pair, the love interest, basically the I know some people would say the home wrecker. We're hearing from Juliana, and she knew all the details of the case. Not just hey, the plan is to kill my wife. That was the plan. No, she knew exactly when they should text the people on the shady adult website that connects people who have interesting interests and allows them to meet up and do their thing. She knew when to do it. She did some stuff on her own. She did stuff with Brendan as well, and she participated. And by participated, I mean she even pulled the trigger. She shot Joe. Joe had been shot already in the head, but it was not a fatal shot. At least the shot had not resulted in his fatality yet. And she described yesterday how she told Brendan, as he's stabbing his wife, that Joe was moving and he's coming behind him. And then she pulled her gun and shot him in the chest. And the bullet entered the left side of his chest, hit his 8th vertebrae, and knocked him back and basically finished him off. So she was very much a participant in this trial. It is crazy. It is crazy. Let's see. Recovery Addict. It's a system, Amber, added to let you know that Miss Ari's clothes are still in the dryer. Oh, that's why the washer is connected. Okay. Well, she's not here right now, so don't tell her I disconnected it. Gigi, glad your font is back to readable size. I know how that is. Small font just doesn't work for me anymore. All right. As far as the witnesses we heard from several law enforcement witnesses. The first one was the 911 records keeper, so we started with the 911 calls. By calls, I mean there were 2, well, 3 if you count the one from 911 back to Juliana, the au pair, because the au pair called 911 early. Why did she call early? Because one of the victims in the trial told her to, and she did. Brendan's wife, after being assaulted by the person that the au pair and Brendan set up to attack the wife, after being assaulted by him, Brendan comes in, yells police, shoots him in the head. Christine says, call 911, and the au pair does. And Brendan's like, that's not the plan. Hang up. She hangs up. He starts attacking his wife and stabbing his wife. 911 calls back. The au pair doesn't answer. It goes to voicemail, and they're like, hey, we just got a 911 call from this number. If it was an accident, please disregard. If there's a problem, call us back. We're here. But it was like 20 or 30 minutes later, she makes the call again. Same phone to 911. Hey, there's an emergency. That looks fishy. Why would someone pre-call 911 half an hour before an emergency? Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look at all. Anyway, so we had the 911 calls that came in. We have Justin Hughes, Zachary Beckner, Lieutenant Michael Gibbons, all three law enforcement. We got body cam video from them that we did not see because, unfortunately, it's a very gruesome scene. It's for modesty reasons, some of these videos are kept out. She was virtually nude. She had socks on, earrings, glasses on her head, wedding bands on her finger, and nothing else. So that's at the crime scene. It's also quite gory with the gunshot wound to the head, gunshot wound to the chest, and 38 stab wounds on her neck, face area. So a lot of blood. So we have not seen ourselves this, but the jury has seen these images and these videos, and so we got those through those law enforcement officers. Then we get the medical examiner. She gets on the stand and testifies about all the injuries to both Joe and Christine, and then we called the au pair, witness number 6. She is still on the stand taking direct questions from the state. She is participating. She's a willing witness. She has signed an agreement with the state, basically to turn on him because she has pled guilty but is pending sentencing in her own case. She's charged with the same murders that he is, right? They participated together. They were a partnership in this. But for her part, if she turns on him and tells everything, and her story is consistent with what she said before, she will get a sweet deal, which is sentence reduced to time served and deported back to Brazil, which is quite the incentive to have a very good story that the state likes. The defense is going to point that out. Defense has to do a really good job at attacking this witness. The au pair is their like, if they fail in this area, they might as well change their plea. Because if the jury believes what she says, it's game over, right? They have to do something. So how can they do it? They can either discredit her by showing that she has the incentive to lie, or something. They could, impeach her by showing where what she said doesn't match up with facts that the jury accepts as true. They have to do something to attack, and maybe they're going to do all the things to try to just let everyone know that you can't believe the story she's telling. And it's important they don't, because she's the only one that knows a lot of this story. This is the only place the state got it, or the only place they could get it, aside from Brendan, because no one else knows. So if the defense can successfully get the au pair to be, a non-factor in the jury's minds, then they've got a chance. But other than that, she's telling everything. And what I will say is that I don't know when she last talked to the prosecutor, but the details we heard about this case going into it through the very quick opening were like verbatim identical to how the au pair is telling it now. I'm not sure if that's suspicious for some people, or if that instead shows that there's a level of honesty and truthfulness, because if it's facts, if you're remembering facts, they don't change, right? Lies are harder to remember, but she is nailing every detail and not making mistakes. She's not reading from notes. She's not, she's telling the entire story again, and it's identical to what she said, obviously, to the investigators. She does appear honest, and you've got to look at it and say, aside from the getting out of jail free card that she's getting, what was in it for her? I don't know. Maybe the life together, run away to Brazil. I just don't know why she participated. Which is weird, because she comes from another country. It's like, yeah, I want to either come to the U.S., I want to learn about the culture, I want to work, earn money, I want to help take care of kids. It's like a step down from a nurse. Okay, an au pair is you're there to help children. One in particular in this case. And it turns out that she's there to, she commits a murder. And how you get from the one to the other, it's quite the jump. But it started with an affair. Details of the affair, what we know so far. Brendan was married to Christine. Apparently he wasn't happy in that marriage, but the affair with the au pair did not start until a year after she started working for them. Initially, he basically didn't even talk to her, but the affair started, and their encounters mostly took place while the wife was home, which is a little, that's high risk, right? But the wife worked on these rotating shifts as a nurse, and so she was, she'd be sleeping during the day and working at night. And so while she's sleeping, Brandon and the au pair were sleeping with each other in the same house. And some also there were some trips and things that they went on that they took the daughter on as like, hey, she has to come because I'm taking the daughter. And then I don't know where the daughter was because they'd hook up there as well. So that went on for a long time, and then when the plan was developed, and I think he said October of 2023 was when the plan was developed by Brendan of what he wanted to do. The au pair originally thought he was joking, couldn't be serious, but he kept with it. They set up this plan to involve another person in a romantic interest position with Christine, to basically set up a scenario where they come in to find her having an affair with a very, I wouldn't even say an affair. They come into a scene that makes it look like she is being raped. That's what they set up. And you wonder, how in the world can you set up that? Well, there's a website out there. We're not going to name it. Please don't put it in chat. Where people who have fantasies about this type of experience can connect with each other and say, hey, let's play this game. And it's all consensual apparently, but they found someone who was willing to, without ever meeting any of them in person, show up, enter an unlocked house, and play out the role play of an attacker in this, a sexual assault, with the wife being the willing victim, with the instructions that the wife is going to make it as real as possible, that to believe that she's trying to not go through with this. This wasn't her idea and doesn't know anything about it. So the red flags are everywhere on this one, but Joe agreed. A lot of people didn't. It took months for them to find the right person to agree to this, but they convinced him to bring a knife. The knife that he brought is the one that she was stabbed with. They convinced him to bring restraints and everything else and what they wanted him to do. They did all that. And while that was going on, of course, by choreographed design, the au pair and the husband come back and come into this scene, shoot Joe, which saves the wife. But then Brandon proceeds to then kill his wife, making it look, hopefully, in his eyes, I guess, that the death was at the hands of Joe and that he shot him after he stabbed her. It took time for this to come out. I think the au pair was arrested 3 months later or something like that, and then spent a year in prison or a year in jail before Brendan was arrested. I'll have to check those facts to see if those the exact time frames, but it took a long time to go forward, and she didn't flip immediately. So we're about to go to court as we get things ready. Let me get all of our audio and everything set up. Let's see, Super Source. Let's do this one. That one. And turn off 2. All right. There we go. And the audio is absolutely terrible, so we'll get that fixed. Got a call coming in on the burner phone. Let's take a quick listen as we have just a few minutes before court begins. Let's see who we have.
Call from Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde, how are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Good morning. I'm doing pretty good. Happy Wednesday and stuff.
Did you call in to give a better hump day yell?
No. So
Thank you.
No one wants that. So I called. So you were talking about like the au pair's kind of behavior and why she went along with this, and it was something that was kind of bothering me. It was on my mind yesterday as well. And so when I was in high school, we had a German foreign exchange student who came and lived with us. And before she came, they send these exchange students to culture classes, to kind of like explain the differences and what's expected or different from, the German culture to the American culture. Like one of the weird things was she was told that it's rude to shut the bedroom door. So for the first month she was at our house, she changed in her closet because she was afraid to shut the door. She didn't want to offend us.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, when you become an au pair, there's an agency probably, there's probably some sort of something like that.
Yeah.
Where they're being educated on our culture. And I wonder if she was, they're like, you need to be, your job is to listen, to do what they want. And she was just obedient.
Wow. That's like blind obedience nearly. I mean, there's a point where you're like, that's not right. Right. There's a point where you've got to think that's a bridge too far. Right.
I agree.
I hear
but when you're 21
and the culture change, that's big. I do know that because my family also hosted foreign exchange students from other countries, and as they'd come in, whether it's from France or Japan, wherever we had the foreign exchange student from, they were very different in how they lived life, and what was normal to them was not normal to us, and probably we were very strange to them. I imagine we were like the weirdest things on earth. So that does make sense a little bit. And they did, both of them did have training as to what to expect as a foreign exchange student while they're here.
Right. And they came here, like knowing that they needed to, kind of follow the rules of the household, but we weren't paying our foreign exchange students. It wasn't their job to, be the parent or be responsible for something, and you need to, you need to be the parent when the parent isn't there. You're a member of that parental team and you're following what they say. And she was young. She may have been afraid to offend him. I'm wondering if she, obviously pure speculation, but maybe she didn't want his advances, but she was afraid to say no. Maybe she's one of those yes people.
If that was the case, she hasn't shared that with us yet. And she's had quite a bit of opportunity. It hasn't, but she's had a lot of opportunity to tell the whole story. But when the affair started, the question was asked: when did it become more? Your relationship become more? When it becomes sexual? And basically, it was a date answer is all we got. So, how that happened or who started, who initiated, we don't know.
Right. And I know that's why I'm speculating, but I think that is important. And I think if someone would ask her that, whatever answer she gives is going to open up a different side of the story that's missing thus far.
Yeah. Well, there's a good chance that the defense is going to get into those aspects of the story. They have to. They've got to do something here. And whether they're trying to discredit her for character flaws, or I don't know what they're going to try to attack. That obviously I don't think that would be allowed, but they've got to do something to, in the minds of the jury, negate this testimony because she has all the details.
I'm wondering, she's from
Brazil.
Portugal, is that correct?
Brazil.
Okay, so in Brazil, how much say do the women have in their culture? I don't really know. I know it could depend on whatever their religion is or what have you, but it could be, women in her family are subservient.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But I think all that really plays a part into how much of a part she played in the planning of the plan.
Judge is here. We need to go. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Kara.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Carroll. All right. Do we have any preliminary matters before we bring the co-defendant back on the stand?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if we can bring the co-defendant back in.
Yes.
Chris in Auburn, welcome to the gallery. Thanks for your continued membership. Love the blue courthouse. Look to yesterday. The au pair is still on the stand. She's in custody.
Yes, ma'am.
So she's brought up before the jury.
Mr. Carroll, are you ready for the jury?
So they don't see her in shackles or anything. Now we just wait for the jury to come in. Expect to have more direct questioning before the defense gets cross, but I'm not sure how much more. That's our defendant, Brendan Banfield. Remind you all we've got adult topics in this case. Let's be respectful in chat. We don't need to make all the jokes that are out there.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for being punctual today. I do appreciate it. As you may recall, we were in the middle of the direct testimony of Ms. Magalhaes. And ma'am, I just want to remind you that you are still under oath. Okay, ma'am? You're still under oath. Okay? All right.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
When we ended yesterday, I had asked you if you had told the police that you spoke to on the day that this happened what you told us yesterday.
I told the version that Brennan had told me.
And why did you do that?
Because that's what he had told me all along. If I ever was going to speak with the lawyer, or I should have told that version.
Okay. And were you ever arrested on for the events that happened that day?
Yes.
And when were you arrested?
October 2023.
And I'm going to show you.
The murder was in February, on February 24th. So long time between the murder and the arrest.
I'm going to show you Commonwealth 79, and I'm going to ask for it to be displayed to the witness and counsel only at this point.
All right.
Do you have a document on your screen?
No.
It would be on your screen too.
It would be on my screen too. I think it became.
Prosecution has had tech difficulties throughout this trial.
There you go.
Do you have a document on your screen now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to scroll through it so you can see it.
Sounds like this is probably the agreement she has with the state. Tammy, happy hump day.
Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
What is it?
It's my plea agreement.
Judge, at this point, I'd ask the court to enter Commonwealth 79 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, 79 in evidence.
And this can be published.
Thank you. Gallery.
Now, I'm going to scroll down again. And I'm going to ask if you signed the document.
Yes.
That's your signature?
Yes.
Can you read paragraph 5 for us aloud?
Yeah. My attorneys have advised me that the punishment which the law provides is as follows: a maximum of 10 years imprisonment and a minimum of 1 year's imprisonment, or in the discretion of the jury or the judge sitting without a jury, up to 12 months in jail and or a fine of not more than $2,500, or both. And also the probation may or may not be granted, and that if I plead guilty to more than one offense, the court may order the sentences to be consecutively, that is, one after another.
Okay, it's the
And then I'd
agreement
like you to
says
look
10
at paragraph
years.
8. Can you read paragraph 8 aloud for us, please?
Yes. The following plea agreement is the full and complete agreement between me, my attorneys, and the Commonwealth's attorney. The Commonwealth has amended count 1 of the indictment and will not cross count 2. The Commonwealth will recommend the defendant to be sentenced to a period of active incarceration, capped at the time served at the time of sentencing, provided she remains incarcerated until such time and conditioned upon the defendant's continued cooperation with the Commonwealth. All terms and conditions of the sentence shall be in discretion of the court.
There's the
So-
time served side.
Do you understand that this document tells us that you pled guilty to manslaughter?
Yes.
And do you understand that this document tells us that the maximum penalty for manslaughter is 10 years?
Yes.
And is it your understanding that you can receive up to 10 years for this,
Yes.
in this plea? Is it fair to say that you hope that you get less than 10 years?
Yes.
And before you entered this guilty plea, did you have your own attorneys?
Yes.
And were you able to discuss with your attorneys the options that you had with regard to your own case in this matter?
Yes.
And were you able to discuss with them your option to have a trial if that's what you wanted to do?
Yes.
And were you able to discuss with them options for a plea agreement, to talk about a plea agreement?
Yes.
And when you talked with your attorneys, did they talk with you about all of the options that you had, the evidence in your case? Did you have full discussions with them?
Yes.
Do you know who paid for your attorneys?
Who, what? I'm sorry.
Who paid for your attorneys?
Brenna's mother.
And so you were arrested in October of 2023, and you entered your guilty plea in October 2024. Why did you wait a year?
I'm sorry.
Why did you wait a year?
I had things I was concerned about, such as I was afraid of not being able to be represented if they stopped the payment. I was afraid of not having any way of communication with my family, my mom in Brazil, because I depended on Brenna's mother to do that for me. And
so you said that you were concerned that you wouldn't have representation anymore. What do you mean by that?
because once the payment stopped, I thought I wouldn't have Ryan as my lawyer and it would be just dropped out.
And did that happen, or did Ryan continue to represent you?
He continued to represent me.
And you said you were concerned you wouldn't be able to communicate with your mom. What was your concern? Why was that a concern for you?
Because I only had Brendan's mother or him to help me communicate with my family in Brazil via phone call or messages. I depended on them financially to be able to be texting my mom, and yeah.
So what ultimately made you decide that you were going to enter this plea?
Was the thought of being the right thing to do. I guess we all deserved to know what happened, and I just couldn't hold it. I just couldn't keep it to myself. The feeling of shame and guilt and sadness and all those feelings.
And so you decided to enter a plea. What made you decide to cooperate and testify against the defendant in this case?
Well, I got the plea because it was also the right thing to do, and sorry, and also because I had a potential of getting less time.
Between February 24th, 2023 and October of 2023, did you continue your romantic relationship with the defendant?
Yes.
And after February 24th, 2023, did you ever go back and live at the house on Stablebrook Way?
Yes.
Who lived at the house with you after you were able to go back to the house?
At that point, it was only me, Brendan, and Valerie.
And when you returned to the house, what bedroom did you stay in?
When I first returned, I stayed in my bedroom, my upper bedroom.
Did anyone stay in that bedroom with you?
Yes.
Who?
Brendan.
And did the two of you ever move into the master bedroom?
Eventually, yes.
Do you recall when?
I would say maybe.
Don't guess. Do you recall when?
No.
Okay. When you came to live in that house before February 24th, 2023, when you first arrived in October of 2021, who lived in the master bedroom at that time?
Christine and Brendan.
And where did you live when you came in October of 2021?
I had my own bedroom.
And where was that bedroom?
It's on the same floor as the master bedroom and Valerie's bedroom.
And did you hang anything up in that bedroom? Did you make it your own?
Yes.
What'd you put up?
A Brazilian flag, some pictures on the frame. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And did anyone else come to live with you in the house on Stablebrook Way after February 24th, 2023?
Well, Brenda's mother was mostly staying with us. And a few months after, we moved his grandmother down from New York to live with us.
And who was supporting you after February 24th, 2023?
Who was supporting me?
Yeah.
Brendan.
When you were first arrested, were you able to speak to the defendant on the phone?
Yes.
And did you send letters to him?
Yes.
And did he send letters to you?
Yes.
Did the two of you continue your relationship?
Yes.
Did you speak to his mother on the phone?
Yes.
And his mother's name is what?
Teresa. We call her Tess.
Okay. Did you send letters to her?
Yes.
Did she send letters to you?
Yes.
Did you receive letters and correspondence from anyone else in the defendant's family?
His stepmom and his grandmother.
And did there come a time when the defendant and his family stopped communicating with you?
Yes.
When was that?
Right when I signed my plea deal.
And after you were arrested, were you able to keep in touch with your family in Brazil?
After my arrest, yes.
Okay. And how was that possible?
Through Brenna's mom. She used to help us to communicate through a phone call, and she put money on my account so I can text with my mom in Brazil, my family.
And did that support ever stop?
Yes.
When did that support stop?
When I signed my plea deal.
Judge, I'd ask for the court's indulgence at this time.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right.
You can terminate this view.
All right, thank you. All right, cross-examination.
There's another terminate. I think that's number 12. Here comes Cross. See if he comes out swinging. Tenth, terminate on objection number 8. Thank you, Red Pen, for keeping track of these.
Computer. I'm going to go ahead and use mine.
Out of the way?
Yeah.
Can I do that? Is that sufficient?
Well, it's going to lock the screen.
So you are going to project?
Yeah.
So do you need to connect?
No, I'm going to do it with this one.
You're going to project, but are you going to broadcast?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
If I ask any questions you don't understand, just please ask me to repeat them, okay? I want to make sure you understand everything that's being said here.
Yes.
Yesterday, there was a great deal of talk about a plan.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, when did this plan, when was it originally formulated?
Can you talk a little bit louder, please? I can't really hear you.
When was it originally formulated?
Originally?
Yes.
When was it originally?
Say, after October, when he first mentioned the plan, that was just, at that point, was just get rid of Christine, and then I can tell you exact the date.
Okay.
But
So sometime in October, the plan was to get rid of Christine.
yes,
At what point did there become clear actions that we're going to be taking?
what do you mean?
Did it ever grow to be something other than that?
Yes,
Okay, when did that happen?
when I created a website, I would say in January.
Okay, and that was January?
Yeah,
Okay, January 9th?
I can tell you the date.
Okay. Okay, well, let's just talk about that. So, I think you testified that the creation of a website required an email in Christine's name, correct?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember the email address?
I do not.
Okay. Do you remember, were you there when the email was created?
Yes,
Okay. And what device was it created on?
a laptop.
Okay. Now, was Christine home at that time?
Yes.
Okay. So describe for me how you and Brendan were able to get Christine's laptop on this day when that email was connected.
Like I mentioned before, every time we would get her laptop, it'll be because she'd get home from work or the day before, her backpack would be by the door with her laptop in it and her work stuff in it. And so it was, I would say, easy access.
Okay, I've heard you say that before, but what I'm asking is, who took the laptop from wherever it was that Christina thought it was?
That day, I do not remember.
Okay. Do you remember after the laptop was obtained, what room that you were in?
What?
What room that you were in?
What room in the house?
Yes.
When the laptop was up?
So
I'm confused.
you
Sorry.
just said you don't remember who grabbed the laptop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Correct? But you're saying somebody grabbed the laptop, and
Yes.
I assume you're meaning between either my client or you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And at some point, there was a creation of a new email, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And where was that when that happened?
I do not remember.
Okay. So, so you don't know who took it, you don't remember that, you don't remember where the actual action to get this all started, the first part of the plan, you didn't remember that?
No.
Okay. Did you know at the time that you were creating it where Christine Banfield was?
In the bedroom, upstairs.
Okay, so you can conclude that you weren't in the bedroom or upstairs, correct?
No.
So you just don't know what area of the house you're in?
Correct.
Okay. Now, leading up to that, did you and Brendan talk about how you were going to do it, or what type of an account it was going to be, or what kind of name?
If we talked about it?
Yeah.
Probably did, but I can tell you details.
I'm sorry, did you say you can't tell any details?
I can't remember details.
Okay, you can't
how the
remember
email
details.
was, the name, or yeah.
Okay.
I see what he's doing here.
And so,
He's challenging her on the details of her story.
who was
She's
the
not
one
remembering
typing?
any.
Typing what specifically? The email?
Yeah, to open the account.
Brendan?
Okay. Did you at any point type anything in or do anything to assist him with the laptop?
Yeah, eventually.
Well, on this initial day, which was when this all started.
Not that I recall.
Okay. So the actual beginning of this action plan, what do you recall about it?
Well, you asked, and I told you things I remember. That's what I remember.
Well, you didn't remember anything, though. So what did you actually remember from that day?
Well, I remember that the account was created, the email, and that Christine was upstairs in the bedroom. That's it.
So there was an account created and Christine was in the bedroom.
Yes.
But you don't know where you and Brendan were.
I can't tell you for sure.
You don't know who got the laptop, which was the device that was used to create the account.
Correct.
And other than saying, well, she usually leaves her bag by the door, you don't know whether it was obtained from the door, correct?
You can say that.
Well, I'd rather you tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we'll get back to that, but...
We probably won't. Attorneys rarely get back to it when they say we'll get back to that. They just move on. I do sense a little bit of an attitude as well. A little bit of an edge.
Ma'am, you were just speaking with Ms. Sprisler about letters.
Yes.
And that was a common way for you to communicate, correct?
Yes.
Is that displaying?
It's displaying just to the attorneys,
Okay,
to myself. If you would like her to see it, I just need an exhibit number.
Yes, Your Honor, this would be exhibit number 1.
Okay, and you want to display it to the witness?
Display to the witness, please.
Okay.
There's a letter between her and Brennan's mom.
Ma'am, can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And if you can, just let me know when you need me to scroll for you. And I can make sure you see the whole thing.
Do you want her to read it?
I can see it.
Are you able to read that?
The whole letter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm able to see it.
Do you want to read the whole letter?
Do you want me to?
I want to make sure that this is your letter. Is this your letter?
Yes, that's
This is
my
a letter
letter.
that you wrote, it looks like on December 8th, 2023?
Yes.
And that would have been about 2 months after you were arrested on this charge?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And calling your attention to the highlighted portion. Is that fair and accurate?
What does it say? Don't think she likes it.
Did you ask something? I'm sorry, I was reading.
I was asking you to read it, yes. Have you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. And the yellow portion there, can you read that, please?
Yes. Well, now that you know, parentheses, I mean, they already knew, close parentheses, that I'm not going to cooperate with them. There is nothing I can do. So I don't know what they are going to use. I mean, everything they have and can. I don't know everything. I just have the feeling they might hold me here until my trial. It can take months, years. There are many theories of what had happened, set up by you, us, or I wasn't supposed to be there, and etc.
Okay. In this letter, which you wrote, it suggests that someone from the Commonwealth had been talking to you about cooperating against Brendan. Is that correct?
No, they never talked directly with me.
Okay. How would they communicate that to you?
Through my lawyer.
Your Honor, that assumes that they're not in evidence at this point.
Overruled.
How would they communicate that to you?
Through my lawyer.
Objection number 9.
And so this is 2 months after you were arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And were you given an opportunity to plead guilty and cooperate at that time?
Yes.
Okay. And what was it that they were offering you at that time?
At that point, my lawyer had said that they were offering, in exchange for my cooperation, they would offer me a misdemeanor and I would be released on time served.
Okay. And I guess, as I understand it, your lawyer communicated that to you, and then you made the decision as to that?
Yeah,
And what was your decision?
that I didn't want it.
Okay. So you rejected the misdemeanor offer
Yes,
based on what you knew?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Judge, may we publish this to the jury?
If you're going to, are you entering into evidence?
Yes.
Actually, I'm sorry, I'll hold off.
Okay.
I'd like to see the letter.
Ma'am, can you see the letter on your screen?
yes, I can.
Okay, that's going to be marked as Defense Exhibit 2. This is a 4-page letter, so I'll scroll through it if you need to identify it.
These are letters she wrote
Tell me
to
when you need to
Brennan
move.
or Brennan's mom. She's not even looking at it. She's looking around the courtroom. She's looking at the jury. She's looking at him.
I can see it.
Okay. Do you want me to scroll it so you can read the rest of it?
If you like, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure you have full understanding of what it is. This would be page 2 of 3.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was a 4-page.
I see it.
Okay. And this is page 3 of 3.
I can see it.
Okay. This looks like it was written on November 1st, 2023. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that's your signature down at the bottom? Or
Yes.
your name? Let me bring your attention to the highlighted portions.
Okay.
Can you read that, please?
Yes. I said, it's killing me, and I mean it. And then another paragraph. It breaks my heart to think that I may not be able to be with you guys soon. It hurts me extremely thinking that I might not be there for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, friend's birthday, and all those special dates with the situation.
Okay. And do you recall, was this, so this would have been sooner than the one that I showed you before? Because it was November. Do you recall whether the offer of a misdemeanor had been extended prior to you writing this?
I can recall.
Okay. So you don't know whether it was before writing this or after writing this?
I can say for sure.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm put on the screen what will be marked as defense exhibit number 3. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And this appears to be, well, you tell me. I don't want to suggest anything to you. What's the date at the top?
You're on
of the letter?
cross. You can lead.
14/11/2023.
So November 14th, 2023?
Yes.
Okay. And did you get a chance to read that first page?
I can see it on the screen.
Okay. And I just want to make sure you have a chance to read it. I'm not trying to rush you through.
Oh, do you want me to read them?
Well, I want you to make sure that you know it's your letters.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
When you're ready to know that that's your letter, then I'm happy with that.
It is my letter.
Okay. Let me call your attention to the highlighted portion. And this is after you've already signed off from your signature, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And if you can just read that
section.
aloud, please.
Yes, I said, I can bear living this without you. It's too much pain that I don't want to live like this. I can't. I just don't want to feel this way anymore. It's a torture. I love you more than anything.
Okay. And can you describe for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what is the feeling that you're talking about and what is the torture that you're describing?
Being in this situation,
Okay.
what I was going through mentally.
Can you articulate what that situation was on November 14th, 2023 that was causing you torture?
It's being away from my family. It's being in a situation I've been in for the past 2 years.
Well, we're talking about then, what you were feeling then, which would have been November 14th, 2023.
I guess the fact of being away from him.
Okay. And so at that point, you'd been away from the Banfield house for a little over a month, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And so is the torture that you're away from him or the torture that you're in jail?
I would say both.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to suggest to you what you should say. I want to hear from you. What are you describing?
Well, I think it's always been both.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
I said it was always both.
Okay. So when you're being asked to recall, and I'm giving you a date, what I'm anticipating is that you can say what it is that you were feeling that caused you to write a letter like that. Can you remember what you were feeling that caused you to write that letter?
No, I normally write letters when I was sad, upset.
Okay. Ma'am, do you see a new letter up there on the screen in front of you?
I do.
And it looks as though it's October 15th, 2023. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and is this a letter?
Oh, I think it was November.
Oh, I did say October. Sorry, November.
Yes.
And it says, "Hi, Mimi." Can you describe who that is?
It's Brenda's mother.
Okay. And so this is a letter to Brendan's mother, like the second one that I showed you?
Yes.
Okay. And can you just look at this and tell me whether you know that to be your letter that you wrote or not?
It is the letter that I wrote.
It's the letter you wrote? Okay, good. And if you could, I'm going to scroll down to make sure I catch all the highlighted portions. So let me start with the first page there. Can you read the highlighted portion there?
Yes. So what if they don't let me go home for now or so long? What am I supposed to do? I said it before, how disturbing my thoughts have been recently. I'd rather to die than live like this, live with this pain. It's too painful for me.
Okay. And that's obviously very serious language for you to write. What were you experiencing that caused you to write that particular portion of the letter?
Depression.
Okay.
And
Jury can't see
I just didn't want to live anymore.
Okay. Now, in terms of the procedural posture of your case, had you had a bond motion at that point?
I don't remember exactly the times I've had bone motion, but I did have a few.
So you were arrested, was it October 8th?
October 2023, yes.
Do you remember the day?
October 13th.
The 13th, sorry. Mm-hmm. And I imagine soon thereafter you had a bond motion, correct?
Yes.
And you were denied that bond motion?
Yes.
And did there come a time where you had a bond motion in the circuit court?
Yes.
And when would that have been in relation to November 15th, 2023?
Say it again.
November 15th, 2023.
What about it? I didn't hear it.
When would the circuit court appeal of the bond motion have occurred in relation to November 15th, 2023?
When?
Yeah. Do you know?
No, I can't recall.
Okay. And so you don't know whether having the circuit court deny your bond motion was the cause of what you're talking about and your pain in your
I
life?
can say for sure, no.
Okay. It was what you said before, being here and being in the situation that you're in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's look at and there's a further highlighted portion down the letter. Can you read that?
Yes. The first one says, I will always remember you, moments and memories we made in New York City.
Okay. And this was when you were with Tess up there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move. And finally, this highlighted portion.
I said, I am in a terrible and deep pain. I wish I could take it away. I cannot stand with it. I can't do this. It would be too much pain, unfair.
Okay. Those are serious words. Did you seek any sort of help, or were these letters kind of you reaching out for that help?
I also started taking medication for depression, anxiety in the jail. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And when did that start?
I can say for sure.
Okay. Was it? Let's just take a notable event in every year. Was it before New Year's Day, or was it after New Year's Day?
She doesn't know.
I can't say it.
Okay. And so, Judge, if I didn't say it, I would mark this as defense exhibit number 4.
It's number 4, yes.
Okay, okay, I just want to make sure. So for what's been identified as defense exhibit number 4, you're not certain what the source of the pain is that you're referencing in this letter?
Specifically, no.
Okay, but and this is my words, not yours. You tell me if I'm wrong. It appears to be getting worse.
It appears to be what?
As the letters go in chronology, they appear to be getting worse in terms of what you're saying about the torture and the pain and things like that.
Yes.
Okay, is that fair to say?
It is.
Okay.
Showing her mental state before she took the plea deal.
You're all right. The letter before you, I'd identify as defense exhibit number 5.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you see that letter?
I do.
And this appears to be dated November 16, 2023, correct?
Correct.
And let me just bring you down, and would that be a letter that you'd written?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just bring you down to the highlighted portions. This would be a day after the letter that was received that we just talked about, exhibit number 4. Can you read the highlighted portions, please?
Yes, the first one says, I cannot bear living without you. And
Okay.
the second highlighted is, I'm trying to be as strong as I can be.
Okay, and let me I'll scroll down for you, so if there's any further. That's the end, okay. And ma'am, is there anything different about what you're talking about here? It's not talking necessarily about pain, but it's talking about bearing living living in the jail without him.
Living in what?
You say, I cannot bear living here without you.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And was that based on what you were experiencing in the previous letters?
Yes.
Okay, the same thing, or was there something new about this particular letter?
Well, for me, it's the same thing. I guess it's just get confused. I guess messed up with words, how to describe them. But.
Okay. So it appears that up to this point, and I'm going to try to keep this moving along, everything appears to be kind of going back to the same thing that you've already testified to. So I'm going to show you letters. If something changes as to why you wrote certain things, can you tell me that? I'll ask you the question, but I just want to keep moving along.
Yes.
Okay. And can you read that, which will be marked as defense exhibit number 6? Sorry, were you able to read that?
Yes.
Okay, and was that a letter that you had written?
Yes.
And who is that addressed to?
Brendan.
Okay. And can you read the highlighted portion for me?
Yes. It says, during the day, I just feel like crying, sad, depressed, racing thoughts, heart pounding, and I can't sleep. And this is exhausted, physically and emotionally. I feel drained, no strength anymore, no courage, no hope. It feels like a personal hell in life. Painful, torture, disturbing, and I don't want to live or to feel this. Better take my life in trade of the pain. And the next it says, it's killing me.
Okay. It sounds like this is getting worse in terms of the things you're saying. Does that the way it sound to you?
Sounds like it, yes.
Okay. How were you, what were you feeling to make you write a letter like this?
I think it mixed feelings. Like I said again, it was a lot to hold in.
Okay. And was there anything greater or lesser than what you had said about the previous letters?
Well, for me, it sounds basically the same, where I said, I just don't want to live to feel this.
Okay, well, it's not necessarily to interpret the letter that you see now. It's actually what was the feeling that you had when you were writing the letter is what I'm asking.
Well, clearly not good.
Okay.
No good.
And do you remember whether this was before or after you were offered the opportunity for a misdemeanor and to try testify against my client?
Well, in terms of the date, I can't tell.
Okay. Thank you. Ma'am, can you see the letter that's on the screen?
Yes, I can.
And if you'd like to read it and just tell me if that's a letter that you wrote?
Yes, it is.
Is it 7? Is that correct?
I believe, yes, it's 7,
Okay,
Judge.
thank you.
This will be identified as Defense Exhibit 7, but if you could just please read the highlighted portions.
Yes. It says, I don't want to live this. I don't want to keep living, keep going. And the other highlight says, I just want this to be over. In one way or another, good or bad way.
Okay. And this would have been probably, let me see, would have been 3 days after Exhibit 6. Is this more serious, or is it the same as what you were talking about?
It sounds the same to me.
Okay. Did there come a time when you sought help within the jail?
Yes.
Okay, and that's where you got the medication from?
Yes.
And would it be fair to say that these kind of statements weren't in your letters at some point after you had done the medication?
These letters what? I'm sorry.
So I'm just trying to understand. You sought help. They provided you medication.
Yes.
And is the medication specifically related to the pain and the torture that you're talking about in these letters?
It was related to all that I was feeling, all the feelings I was carrying with me.
Okay. And did that feeling that you've just described through mid to late November in the last few letters, did that continue on after you took that medication, or did it get better?
It made it better in a way, I guess, that I felt numb.
Is she still on that medication?
Thank you. Let's move on to what would be marked as defense exhibit number 8, I believe, Judge.
All right, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Can you read that, ma'am, just to tell me if that is your letter?
It is my letter.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, and let me just scroll up so you can look at the highlighted portions. It looks like there's just one line highlighted there. What does that say?
It says, I'm not willing to spend life in prison for something I didn't do.
Okay. Now, was it your understanding at the time that you had the possibility of life in prison?
At the time, yes.
Okay. Based upon the charge that you were charged with?
Yes.
Okay. And who told you that?
My lawyer.
Okay. And let's just talk about that particular area of the letter. Do you remember? So you're talking about something that you didn't do. Are you talking about this case?
Yes.
Okay. And so at that point, you were in jail and you wrote, I didn't do this.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, let's look at the next letter here. If you can tell me if that's a letter you wrote, then we can go right to the highlighted sections, but I don't want to rush you.
It's Exhibit 9, correct?
Exhibit 9, sorry, Judge.
That's fine.
It is a letter I wrote, yeah.
Okay. And can you read the highlighted portion? I think it looks as though there's 2 on the first page. This was dated December 4th, 2023. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's written on the top. If you could please read the highlighted portion.
Yes, it says, well, they arrested me for the obvious reason, right? But they want me to cooperate against you because according to them, I know more than it's being said, and they say they know more than I think they know.
Okay. And then the lower portion?
It says the only way this, I'm not sure what I said either, but the only way this case is not going to trial if they drop the charge, and we know they won't.
Okay. And that's, do you recall whether or not you've said this statement, the first one, whether you had met with the police or the prosecutors at this point on December 4th?
No, I have not met with them.
So this information comes from when you and your lawyer were talking?
Yes.
Okay. And then you wrote a letter to Brendan about that?
Yes.
Okay. What was the intention of that?
The letter?
Yeah.
To let him know, but it was, I think I always let them, Brendan and his mom, know that the Commonwealth was offering me something in exchange of my cooperation, and I always let them know.
Okay, and this just supports that you weren't going to do anything with cooperation?
Yes.
And in the last letter you said because you didn't do anything?
Right.
Okay. I'm sorry, I think I may have hit the same one. Was that number 8, Judge?
That was number 9.
Number 9, okay.
That is the same one on the screen.
Okay, sorry. Ma'am, can you take a look at this letter and read it, make sure that it's something that you authored, and then we'll look at the highlighted portion.
If this is a trap, it's the slowest setup.
This would be 10, yes, thank you, Judge.
Yes.
Okay, you ready to move down to that?
Yes.
Okay, can you see it? Can you read that highlighted
The
portion?
highlight, yes. It says, do you know why we, parentheses, me, Dina, and many other people, close parentheses, think about suicide? It's when you're facing too much pain, living too much pain, the pain you cannot bear, the pain you want to be able to change or to make any better. I'll tell you this, what I can't bear, a life sitting in prison and causing pain to all of you and my family in Brazil. A life without you guys, Brendan, Valerie, a life where my dreams can't come true.
Okay, let me just check and see if there's any further
Your
highlighted.
Honor, do you mind if I move the microphone
Yes,
so
okay.
she won't have to track it so much?
All right,
Yeah.
you can do that. That'd be fine. Thank you.
Okay. If you move it over here.
Okay, it's
This
better.
one doesn't bend the way.
She has to be close to it.
Yeah, that way you can lean in and read.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, Your Honor.
Thank you, bailiff. Let's see how the audio sounds now.
Ma'am, can you see this letter?
Yes.
And this would
So
be
much
marked
better.
as
So much
Commonwealth's, I'm sorry, Judge, bad habit. Defendant's Exhibit Number 11.
Yes.
Is this a letter you wrote?
Yes.
Please read the highlighted portion.
Yes. It says, they want me to cooperate against you, your son. Since the beginning, they've told us they could make, from my charges something very simple called misdemeanor, and I wouldn't be charged with this if I decided to cooperate with them. They know I'm not doing that. I don't have anything to cooperate with them. With what they say that happened, I know it didn't make them happy. So they will do anything to hold me here, anything for them to win. They've got it so far, right? I have no idea what they are making up, faking stuff, lies, etc.
Okay, and there's another portion down below.
And I said, I would give my life for his, and I would never do anything to hurt him or against him. Whatever they're saying, whatever they want to believe, I don't care. I would take the blame for both of us.
And this is a letter to Mrs. Banfield, correct?
To his mother.
His mother, Tess.
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, if you could look at the screen, do you see a new letter there?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you read that to determine if that is your handwritten letter?
It is.
And can you look at the highlight portion? This would be Exhibit 12.
Thank you.
Can you read the highlighted portion?
Yeah, sure. It says, I would do anything for you. If they want me to turn against you, if they think or whatever they believe, and if they want to blame me for that, that's okay. I can take the blame. I'll never do anything to hurt you or against you.
This trial is sponsored by Kleenex. Everyone's sniffling.
Now, just to kind of break away from that for a second, the letter's date is January 3rd, 2024. correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in 2024, you had been charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of use of firearm in the commission of a felony, correct?
Correct.
And that's what we saw in the plea agreements that they just showed you that had been dropped, correct?
Correct.
Okay. But you were charged with a warrant of arrest, so you had a preliminary hearing at some point, correct?
Correct.
And when did that preliminary hearing, what month of the year was it in 2024?
If I remember right, it was around March, if
Okay.
I remember right.
If I told you it was April, would that sound right?
In my mind, I have March, but.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So you knew there was something coming ahead which was important for you,
Yes.
correct? And so, and is it fair to say in your communications with your lawyer and you're learning about this case, you were receiving discovery from the Commonwealth?
Yes.
Okay, and so when your lawyer would get discovery, he would provide discovery to you, is that right?
It is.
Okay, and kind of moving forward toward what ultimately would have been your trial date in 2024, November 12th, you had received all discovery from the Commonwealth prior to September 30th, is that right?
I guess so.
Okay, and so that was discovery that you and your lawyer, and in fact, the case was continued one time because there was more discovery that was being held back, and your lawyer had to review it in order to get ready for the next trial, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and is it fair to say it's a pretty large amount of discovery?
Yes.
Okay, lots of videos, lots of reports, lots of other things, correct?
Correct.
And you got a chance to fully understand all of that prior to what was going to be your second trial date?
Well, from my understanding, yeah.
Okay. But you had full discovery is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Okay. Would you agree with me that everything that you testified to yesterday was provided to you in discovery?
I'm not sure if
Whoa.
I'm following your
The
question.
state told you what to say.
Well, you had a series of facts that you were pointing out to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and this was within weeks of your trial that was scheduled, correct? So you had all the information, and is that what the basis for what you testified to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury was yesterday?
Objection, Your Honor, this is ambiguous.
Ambiguous
is your objection? Overruled.
Ambiguous? Is that a legal objection?
Do you understand my question?
Nope.
Okay, let me repeat it.
I don't understand the objection.
So what I'm saying is, and what you've said to me is that you received all the discovery for the case. That would be what the Commonwealth's required to give you before you go to trial.
It's the first
and
hostile.
what I'm asking you is the basis for your testimony yesterday was provided in discovery prior to you testifying here today, correct?
Well, are you suggesting that my testimony is based on the discovery and not the facts that happened? I'm not sure. I'm confused still. Sorry.
Well, just tell
Those
us
are your words.
what role did the discovery play in the decision to speak yesterday and what you said?
The truth?
Okay, I appreciate that. Was that the truth that was provided by the discovery so you could work for the Commonwealth?
No. The truth was that really happened. I can't make my words fit into the evidence.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'm saying is you can make their evidence fit into your words, however.
I don't know what you're suggesting. I'm utterly confused. I'm sorry.
Okay. So let's just go back to our letters here, and we'll get back to that.
You've got mail. She
That's Exhibit
understands.
12.
Time for a break. Attorney tried to make it look like the state had told her what to say. And she caught on quickly. She's like, no, that's not true.
Ma'am, is this a letter you wrote to my client, Brendan Banfield?
Yes.
Okay, and can you look at the highlighted portions and please read that off for the jury?
Is that Exhibit 13?
I'm sorry, 13. Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you.
It says, excuse me, it says, oh,
Sorry, I'm just trying to get it centered for you.
okay. It says, nobody is more afraid and sad, upset than me. I'm the one facing life in prison. Even though we are confident and positive that we have a strong case, we don't know what's going to happen. I can be fucked up forever. We'll be up to 12 people to decide.
Was this before or after your preliminary hearing?
Like I said, I do not know the date.
Oh, sorry, let me show you.
I mean, I do not remember the date of my preliminary hearing, so I can't tell for sure whether or not it's after that.
Okay. But your letters seem to be changing tone. You're talking more about the case at that point. Would that be a reason why you, either the preliminary hearing had come or was gone?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Thank you. If you can look at what will be marked as Defense Exhibit 14.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to find the highlighted portion real quick, ma'am, before we go through this. Okay. Oops.
Her understanding of English is pretty
We
good.
want that there.
If she understands the insinuation in a question.
Ma'am, I'm going to let you go from the top. Is this a letter that you wrote to my client, Brendan Banfield?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm just going to go down to the highlighted portions. Can you read that?
Yes. It
Okay,
says,
please read that for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
it says, I really just hope I have the chance to be with them again, back home. I really do. I can't stand the thought of not being with them anymore for my own mistake.
Okay, and the lower portion?
It says, I would never forgive myself if I couldn't see them after all this.
Okay, now this is April 14th, 2024, and your letter is speaking about the family in Brazil, correct?
Correct.
Okay, this isn't the family that you had been writing and talking about in the first set of letters.
No.
Okay.
You need it a little louder? I'll crank it up.
Is that showing up on your screen, Judge?
Your files, yes.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Actually, it might be your system. I'm maxed out on before we get distortion. I like to keep it around negative 10 decibels, but I mean that hit negative 3 right there. That little balloon. Morning, Ivan. How's it going? Brendan has to take the stand, tell his story. He'd have to address directly the guilt and innocence part. What happened? What's he going to say? I had no knowledge of it. I taught her how to shoot so she could protect Valerie in case somebody broke into the house. Don't think that story would fly.
Ma'am, is this a letter you wrote to my client, Brendan Banfield?
Yes.
Okay, and can you see the highlighted portion?
This would be 15 for the record?
15, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Can you read that, please, for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, sometimes I just think to myself, like, I can't believe I'm facing life in prison for someone. Then, things weren't supposed to be this way, right? But people are stupid, including me, and make mistakes, act without thinking. That's all I did.
Okay, and I believe that's it.
That's all you got?
Ma'am, can you see the new letter that's on the screen right now?
Yes, I can.
Looks like it's July 24th, 2024.
Correct.
And it appears it's a letter from you to my client?
Yes.
Okay, and...
Exhibit 16?
Sorry, exhibit number 16.
Okay.
This judge is going to rip him a new one
Can
if he
you
doesn't start
read off the
naming his
highlighted
exhibits.
portion?
Yes, the first one says, I wanted to make sure you get this letter through Ryan.
Okay, and what about the remaining highlighted portion?
It says, I would feel if we were able to get a guilty plea for me, that would be pleaded guilty for voluntary manslaughter plus time served, plus not testify against you, plus deportation. Well, that actually sounds good if he gets it for my case instead of facing a murder charge, plus sentence.
Okay, and so, and I'll just get this other portion down. So you can read it. Go ahead.
It says, because since the beginning, what they tried to get from me was for me to testify against you. So maybe they would give us that under the condition if I turn against you. A lot of people end up turning against the other person. They either broke down after a few months in jail or they got a good deal for their sakes.
Okay, and I'm just going to make sure that there isn't anything else. And so July 24, 2024 is a different sort of communication with Brendan, correct?
Correct.
Compared to, you know, the torture and the pain and then the stress of a trial and all that sort of thing. You're talking about a resolution at this point.
Yes.
And who suggested that to you?
Suggested what?
The resolution that's described in this.
That's something I was thinking.
Okay, so you came up with the idea?
Yeah, they never offered me another plea or I wouldn't testify against Brendan.
Okay.
That was my mind.
They offered you a trial unless you testified against Brendan.
She wanted a plea that
Pretty
included
much,
not
yes.
testifying against him.
And you didn't feel very good about going to trial, correct?
My lawyers never expressed any concerns relating going to trial. They were very confident.
Okay. How did you feel?
I feel as any other person would feel going to trial. Being in a situation like mine, I don't think people feel very happy about it.
Okay. So your answer to my question is that you weren't happy about it?
Nobody is. if you were being the situation.
Okay, I'm just asking you to answer my question, not to
All right,
say it in
no.
that manner.
Don't pontificate.
So you didn't feel confident in the evidence that was going to be presented on your behalf?
I just didn't feel confident, yeah.
Okay.
That was sneaky.
I think that we left out the lower portion. Of this letter. Did you read that?
I already read that one.
Did you already read it? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm going to move on to.
These letters have not been admitted to the jury.
Ma'am, can you see? This is from the jail's mail called Smart Jail Mail.
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And there's a highlighted portion in English, but the original was in Portuguese.
Correct.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this Exhibit 17?
This is 17, Judge, sorry. Now, please read for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury the highlighted portion.
It says, anyway, yesterday my lawyer tried to call me, but I don't know what happened. We couldn't talk. The call was not working. He had told Mimi that he was going to try and schedule the trial for the first week of October. However, at the hearing, he didn't mention anything about October. The option he gave was November, December, and January. I was so pissed. I started to yell and cry. I hate this. He said he was going to try October, and for no reason he offered January. Fuck him. Screw him. He said he would come see me today at 12:30. Let's see, because he says he would do so much, and he doesn't do shit. I don't even know why I'm paying a lawyer who doesn't do his job in a timely manner. And the other portion of highlighted says, anyway, I'm disappointed at my lawyer, who should be doing a better job and holding to his word. They scheduled the trial for November 12th. They say it's 2 weeks of trial.
She went full Sarah Boone there in that letter.
One question about that. Under the first highlighted portion, you said, I don't even know why I'm paying a lawyer. Did you pay the lawyer?
No, I did not.
Okay, someone else paid for you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And does this fairly and accurately depict your communications with your mother?
The what? I'm sorry.
Does it fairly and accurately depict your communications with your mother?
I can hear you well.
Is this a fair and accurate transcript of your statement to your mother?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And ma'am, that's July 1st, 2024, correct?
Correct.
Can you see this new message marked as Defense Exhibit 18?
I see it.
Can you read that, please?
Yes, it says, my lawyer came to see me. He said he's scheduled for November because my female lawyer was not available in October, and he can do it without her. Anyway, this made me even more pissed. But what can I do? I can't do anything. It's too late. I didn't really want to talk too much to him today. I'm so pissed off.
And this is on the same day that you sent the previous message to your mother, correct?
Correct.
Now, let's just talk about the messaging. When you're talking about with Ms. Bristler the money or how you communicate, this is what the money is for in order to communicate with your mother, correct?
Correct.
And so the money that was being provided to you by my client before he was arrested and his mother before you turned state's evidence, I guess, that was money that was being used for this in order for you to be able to communicate with your family, correct?
Correct.
And also to communicate with them, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, you communicated with whomever you wanted, friends, former boyfriends, all those sorts of things, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in addition to the money for this, the money that was being given to you was also to buy edible food in the jail.
Correct.
And is it fair to say that the food otherwise you didn't like?
It's just not enough.
Okay, and so you would ask Tess or Brendan for money, and they would put it in there so you could get more meals.
Yes.
Okay. But these messages are also part of that as well, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. And here's a message to your friend Paola, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and is that a message that you wrote?
Yes.
Can you please read that to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says something you can't really read, and then it says with my lawyer, that he changed my trial date for it to start on November 12th. We had a hearing on Monday to get it scheduled. Anyway, I'm very frustrated and upset, satisfied with my lawyer. And thinking back now, I think he already knew all along that it wouldn't happen in July, that in April. They agreed for the trial to be in July, so just to have a date. But my lawyer already knew he wouldn't be ready. I think that's what upsets me, that he has been super slow lately. The specialist we need to testify, he hadn't even hired yet. Anyway, my female lawyer who works with him is not available in October. That is why it will be November. I had asked him to try to go for at least the first week of October. But I think all this time he already knew it. It's unfair because everyone was anxious with expectations. We were so close, and he took the hope away from me. No matter how much he promises to take me home, and knowing that I am innocent, it doesn't change the fact that I feel neglected. I really wanted to risk everything and do it in July, even if he isn't ready. I only signed papers for this, but there is no such contract, if there was, I would.
Okay, and so this is after the continuance of the first trial date, correct?
Correct.
And the scheduling of the second trial date?
Yes.
And that was the one that was the trial date that you were going to trial until you decided to accept the Commonwealth's deal?
Correct.
Okay. This is from July 8th, also to Paola. Can you please read that highlighted version?
That's Exhibit 20 now, right?
I'm sorry, 20, yes.
It says, I'm really disappointed in my lawyer because I expected the prosecutor to try and delay it as much as possible, to make fun of us. But this time, it was my lawyer's screw up. And no matter how much he wanted to postpone, it didn't have to be almost 5 months, right? That's too much. He's being paid, Joe, and he's very expensive. He has a lawyer working with him. He says that we need a specialist, blah, blah, blah. But all this time, and he hasn't done anything. I told him that Brendan's mother could help him find the right person by making calls, checking who is available or not on the date of my trial. I said that we could pay someone else to help him prepare if he needed it. I don't know what else to say to him. Anyway, I'm sure he knew it all along, and that's what stressed me out, because he made everyone anxious and hopeful for nothing. I prefer that he tells me the truth all the time.
You see this letter from July 15th on Smart Jail Mail, which would be marked as Defense Exhibit 21.
Yes, sir.
Can you read the highlighted portions for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Yes, it says, this week my lawyer is on vacation at the beach with his family and all. Then he says, I'm sorry you can't enjoy the beach this year. The other portion of the highlight, it says, Brendan's mom and I are pushing him to do what needs to be done. But the truth is that I myself was never satisfied with his work. He could have done a lot of things differently, faster, putting more pressure on the prosecutor and everything, not to mention that his communication with me is terrible. And the other part of the highlight says, but that's it, I don't have any news. After all, my lawyer is enjoying it. After all, my lawyer is enjoying his vacation.
To be fair, your lawyer didn't shoot someone.
Ma'am, can you see the message from July 17th, 2024, and the highlighted portion, which would be marked as Defense Exhibit number 22? Is that a message you wrote?
Yes.
Okay, and that was is it to your mother?
Yes.
Okay, can you read that highlighted portion?
It says, and about your lawyer friend, he's right. But I can't force my lawyer if he says he's not ready, right? And he's there chilling at the beach with the family, enjoying his vacation, right?
And so the substance of that message is you're essentially asking your mother about whether that's right to continue a case because you need to obtain experts or you need more time in order to prepare. And the lawyer's saying that you're right, or saying that the lawyer's right, but that you can't force them, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, yes.
Okay, that still doesn't help. That doesn't affect how angry you are, but that's an explanation your mother was giving, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You see the new message, July 20th, 2024?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and can you read the highlighted portion?
That's Exhibit 23, correct?
Sorry, Exhibit 23.
Okay.
It says, my lawyer returns from vacation tomorrow. Then he'll come and see me during the week. We'll see.
Maybe he'll bring vacation pictures to show you what the beach looks like. She's a little entitled, a little Sarah Boone-ish here.
See the Smart Jail Mail communication, July 25th, 2024?
Yes.
Is that your communication?
It is.
And can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, waiting for my lawyer to come see me tomorrow.
And I'm sorry, that's Exhibit 24. Sorry, I interrupted you. I want to make sure I got
That's
that.
fine.
Okay.
Ma'am, go ahead and read that.
It says, waiting for my lawyer to come see me tomorrow. I'll tell you more, okay?
And so it's fair to say that getting to see your lawyer is pretty important at that point after July or at the end of July. Is that right?
For me, it's always been. Doesn't matter when.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is a message that you wrote from July 25th, 2024. There's a highlighted portion at the bottom, and that would be Exhibit number 25. Go ahead and read that. Can you go ahead and read that?
It says, if my lawyer hadn't changed my trial date, you'd be starting next week, right? But anyway, my lawyer is coming to see me tomorrow.
Ma'am, I'm going to have you look at what is going to be marked as Defense Exhibit number 26. Can you read that highlight portion?
Yes, it says, and my lawyer didn't even come to see me at all. He said something happened in his bathroom, that the plumber was at his house and he wouldn't be able to come today, but he'll come on Sunday. I doubt it. But anyway, it's an excuse, one thing after the other.
Okay.
He used the plumber card.
Ma'am, can you
bathroom
see
blowout.
your communication with your mother dated 7/27/2024? It would
Yes.
be Defense Exhibit 27. Can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, but that's it. Let's see if my lawyer comes to see me tomorrow.
Mr. Carroll, do you have many more letters? Or?
Oh, man.
Do I have any more?
Many more.
We're going to take a break. You hear it in the judge's voice.
Sorry, Judge.
I'm going to take that as a yes. So
I have
ladies,
sorry.
That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and take our 15-minute recess, morning recess. All right. So we'll get back at 11:45. So just don't talk about the case and don't do any outside research, okay? Thank you.
Can I stand or no?
Defendants looked, we haven't seen a lot of him today, but yesterday he was sort of hunched over as the plan was laid out, sort of covering his face a little bit. Today he hasn't appeared that way.
All right. So we'll come back at 11:45 then, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
That would be a 13-minute break, Judge. Slot Life member for 24 months. Let me cut away here just for a minute while we do a quick thing. We need to count to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, just syncing everything up there. All right, now we're good. Sloth Life, new year, new courthouse, 2 years, and I'm almost trained. Best place to hang out. I love my Pickle Posse peeps. Thank you very much. Sloth Life, a huge supporter of the channel. 24 months as an attorney, or attorney level support is what we call there. Thank you, Sloth Life. Love the messages. If you ever watched on a replay, Sloth Life is the one that pins the messages. Sorry, Slothlight's the one that labels the messages and puts a timestamp for everything that happened in court. Yeah, they're absolutely incredible. So if you're watching the replay, you need to skip through. You don't have time to watch the whole thing. You can jump to the part you want using her pinned message. It's incredible. Thank you so much. Katie Bug, thanks for all you do, RA. We love you. Appreciate that, Katie Bug. Thanks for the kind words. All right. Dang, she was in jail a whole year before they even charged him. Yes. Okay. I don't want to spoil it because I know Rob might have some things to talk about this, but defense has hinted at this. We haven't got into it yet. Some of the spice in this trial involves the investigation, the police, the investigators, the turnover in the police department, the division that occurred during this investigation, and how people on one side were transferred or reassigned somewhere else. People on the other side were kept on. Can't wait to get into that a little bit. We probably won't with this witness. Might even be the defense's case before we hear that, but I'm expecting that soon. And Rob might have some info on that. Josh Hutchins says, YouTube is a month behind, but regardless, I'm almost officially at 2 years as an attorney and a great moderator as well. Josh, you are an OG, as are you, Sloth Life. OG. Original goat on the channel. Is Rob going to cover this? Kristen, we were texting this morning. He's in trial. I think he's on day 2 of a trial right now, which I think he's kicking butt in, which is great. And if he's available, he may show up to court to watch some of this in person. And then, of course, he'd be providing some coverage and analysis and every commentary in the evening. So... But does this cross have to be so boring? Cody, I was thinking this over a little bit because I was expecting fireworks, right? I was expecting that they have to basically crush her in front of the jury, but she's young-ish. All right, she's an adult, but she's young. She could come across as vulnerable based on her situation, being, from another country, not being from here, not understanding, which we get a lot of from her. I don't understand. Some of the harder questions are difficult for her, have to be restated or broken down. And if he comes out and just swinging, first of all, his questions won't land because some of those, full attacks would not be understood and then miss the emphasis. So he'd miss that way. And the jury might feel sympathetic for her. So maybe this is a calculated move on his part to be soft in the questioning, but sort of lead her into her own mistakes and let the jury see those clearly. But so far, she's been pretty smart on the stand. I don't think she's fallen for any trap. How did she end up in jail and he wasn't? What evidence they got her on to hold her? I don't know. I don't know how, unless the police initially really thought that Joe was an attacker, that he full on did not have permission or reason or to be there, and that Brendan shot him in self-defense. If that's the case, he shot once in self-defense, but she says she shot him again. Maybe that was the problem. Is he going to testify? I don't know. I think he shouldn't, but he might need to. I don't know. Bug Dugger. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can go back and see this. I'm sorry I missed this from this morning. Let's go way, way back. Let's see, this morning. Kelly H., thank you very much for the super sticker. Cartwood, member for 22 months. OG, today's my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Bug Dugger, member for 32 months as an attorney. I've kept a secret for so long now. Y'all are looking at a Grammy to be. Mid-May is the magical time, and I'm so excited. I've waited over 10 years for this moment. Oh, and it's a girl. Bug Dugger, I'm going to be a grandpa like a month ahead of you. It's also a girl. So super excited. That is awesome. Thank you. Congratulations. Chris in Auburn, welcome to the gallery. Thank you very much. Lynn Britton, member for 26 months. OG, whoop whoop. It's been an awesome, good ride these 2 years. You're amazing at these trials. Thanks for everything you do for us, RA. Thank you very much, Lynn. Let's see. Tammy in Kansas, member for 18 months. Happy hump day to you as well. Natalie, NO, gifted a membership. Thank you, Natalie, for sharing the generosity. Sloth Life member for 24 months. Got the 2-year courthouse. The pink one looks great on you, Sloth Life, by the way. Katie Bug, thank you for the super sticker. Thanks for all you do. We love you. Appreciate the kind words. Josh Hutchins, member for 23 months, also OG. Lynn in South Carolina, member for 22. There's a case that might... South Carolina, we might be going back to South Carolina here in a little while. We'll see. There's some cases happening down there. Right behind you, Josh, been around since Cavalcante days. That was a fun manhunt to follow. Cass XO, member for 27 months, makes you an OG as well. You're all OGs. Everyone's OGs today. OG. Nice to see your channel grow since Brooke's best channel ever. RA, thank you very much. Northwest, thanks to everyone for being welcoming. Northwest, welcome. It's wonderful to have you. It's fun to get new people in here and get to know them as well. And look at this, 4 months already. Just incredible. Where are we at trial-wise? We've probably got, I'd say, a handful of letters left to go through. What have the letters told us? I'm still a new G, says Crazier Cat. 5 months. Love it. Love the cat picture, too. Gail Pet, member for 34 months. Me too. OG. Love you all in chat. Thank you all. Thank you, Gail Pet. Appreciate that. 34 months. You're about to get a new color courthouse in 2 months. What have the letters told us? The letters document the mental state of the au pair while she's in custody. And it's a long time. And it starts out with, they're not getting anything from me. They're not getting any help from me. And it goes all the way to, she's talking about possible deals. So she can't handle this anymore. This is too much. She just wants an end to this one way or another. She's mad at her lawyer because it's taking too long. She thinks she might never see her family again. And and eventually she's going to take a deal. And the deal's pretty sweet. Now, why would she get such a sweet deal? Especially if they've got her dead to rights, that she was, the shooter in one of these killings. It's possible that the state was bluffing, that they didn't have much, that they didn't have anywhere near enough to pin this on Brendan. They might have suspected. They're like, we just don't know. I mean, the evidence, we look at the computer, it looks, all the records make it look like, she was the one, that Christine was the one that was on the FetLife website. And it just matches up. The digital footprint doesn't help us any in prosecuting Brendan. They might have needed her on board. And maybe the only way to get her to be on board is to give a really, really good deal, which is basically, we'll let you go if you help us. As soon as you're done, boom, you're on the plane to Brazil and you got your life back. So maybe that's why it got such a sweet deal. All right, Francis Fitzgerald gifted a membership. Thank you, Francis, for your generosity. Golden Tales member for 20 months makes you an OG. Let me jump in on these shout-outs. Thank you very much. Golden Tales, love the Goldens there in the picture. Ronnie Cambery. Ronnie Cambery, I think that's how you say that. Member for 23 months, also an OG. So close. Love this channel and all the smart, friendly, empathetic members. Wonderful. Next month, Ronnie, you get a new color courthouse. Bug Dugger, thank you, everyone. Gift a super sticker, the super chat there. Thank you for all your generosity. It makes it all possible. Appreciate that. Let's see. We've got about 2 minutes before court comes back. So she's being deported as soon as the trial's over. Basically, I mean, it's not going to be like, we get, guilty verdict here and the plane takes off the next day. It's probably some legal proceedings that have to happen. Sentencing has to happen for her. And that might be a month or two before the court is available to just book her sentencing. But it's going to be soon. Don't look up the website. Don't look up the website. Can we look up the meaning behind the Virginia seal? I was told it was, let's see. I'm told it was, let's go here. Let's try this one. There we go. I'm told it's like the goddess of, I forget which one. It's like a Greek goddess triumphing over tyranny or something. That's what you've got, the king on the ground, the fallen crown and standing on his chest. Something like that. Athena, the goddess of war, triumphing over tyranny. Sounds about right. So once home, is she not going to prison in her country? She goes home without home knowing her crime? Oh, they'll know. I'm sure they'll know. But I don't know if they would incarcerate her. Like, why would they lock her up? It's like a subject matter jurisdiction thing. Does Brazil want to lock her up, saying, hey, you did something bad in America, we're going to lock you up here? AC's Wildflower 22, medium G? No, that's an OG. That is awesome. Wonderful. AC's appreciate it. Let's see. We usually draw the line at 20, by the way. She'll be free. Brazil prison isn't a deal. No, Brazil prison is serious. That's pretty bad. Will she be free as in she won't be in jail, prison? I don't think she'll be in jail at all. And maybe, I think she's intentionally changed her appearance. She sure looked a lot different when she was an au pair. And possibly it's because, jail just doesn't have the beauty salon tools that are available on the outside. But the combination of the glasses and the change of the hairstyle and how she wears it and everything else, I think that's intentional. Because once this is all over, once she gets out and is free, you can change your appearance, and you're not going to look like the person who was on TV in America for a murder. I Am Super T shares an awesome benchmark. 48 days smoke free. I Am Super T. Congratulations on that. That is awesome. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. Appreciate the sobriety update. Let's see. Ask ChatGPT about extradition. Have we discussed that this is the Depp Heard judge? Says Melody. I have zero info on this case. Tuned in this morning for the first time. Melody, it is the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard judge, the same one. I will say, though, that we almost wouldn't know that. The judge is so quiet. There's not a lot of speaking on her part. She's doing a great job, sort of just running things behind the show, but there's not a lot of her talking. Part of that's because we missed the jury instructions. We picked it up right at the opening statements, but we don't have a lot of her interaction. Maybe towards the end of the trial we'll get more of that. But let's see. Okay, it looks like we're coming back here in just a second. Let's give it 10 seconds or so. What do we got? Maybe not. All right, here we go. Let's go to here for just a second. Sorry, wow, that was loud. Sorry, I just jumped. All right.
Please be seated and come to order.
Loving that free courthouse water. We're going to need the defendant back on the co-defendant back on the stand as well. I hear a metal straw and a Yeti. What if they're in holding cells next to each other? Speak clearly. Bring a chair.
All right, are we ready for the jury?
I'm ready, Judge.
Okay.
State-issued glasses. That's what you get in prison. You can't make a shiv out of it.
Mr. Carroll, you can continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Best situation.
Judge, may I have Madam Clerk redirect? Okay.
Redirect to your laptop?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we took it down because
Okay, that's
we were
fine.
leaving.
There you go.
We need to put it back up. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. We have another letter you wrote for you to look at.
Ma'am, do you see that email or smart mail message from July 27th?
Yes.
And did you write that message?
That would be you there.
I didn't touch anything.
Did it go away? Somebody wiggled the cord? Where's the dongle? We had dongle issues the other day.
Check the connections. There you go.
I think the dongle
And
was
this is going to be
dangling.
I think it fell asleep.
Exhibit 28?
This is Exhibit 28.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, can you take a look at that?
Yes,
You wrote this?
I did.
Can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, tomorrow when my lawyer comes to see me, I'll send you a message.
This would be Defendant's Exhibit 29. Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail writing on your screen?
I do.
And do you recognize that?
Yes,
Is that something you wrote?
yes.
Can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, my lawyer came to see me. Didn't bring anything I had asked him to bring. Said he came to check on how I'm doing. I was like, darling, how do you think I'm doing?
Darling?
All the same.
I think we have a breakdown
And do you see the
attorney
new
and client.
smart jail mail on the screen?
I do.
Did you write that?
Yes,
Judge, we'd be introducing this as, identifying it as Defense Exhibit number 30.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
it says, the situation here is the same. My lawyer is calm and positive. He just postponed the trial to be ready for real. But my hearing is in November. It starts on the 12th. I think it will last about 10 days. Tiring. But it's okay.
Okay. And this is to a friend of yours?
That's my brother.
Okay, your brother. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail communication that's on your screen?
Yes,
And this would be identified as Defense Exhibit 31? Is this a jail mail that you sent?
yes.
Can you please read the highlighted portion?
It says, tomorrow I'll message you more. And if my lawyer comes to see me, I'll let you know.
She was communicating with a lot of people all the time. Lots of letters.
Ma'am, do you
sometimes
see the
multiple a
smart
day.
jail mail communication on your screen?
Yes,
And this would be identified as Defense Exhibit number 32.
It's a bit of a misnomer.
Can you read the highlighted portion?
it says, when my lawyer comes, I'll let you know how he was.
Ma'am, can you see the smart jail mail communication on your screen?
Yes,
Can you see the highlighted portion?
yes,
Is this something that you wrote?
yes.
Judge, we'd identify this as Defense Exhibit number 34?
33.
33, sorry. Please read that for the jury.
It says, waiting for my lawyer. He was already supposed to be here, but the appointment he had in another city this morning got moved to 1 p.m. So I don't even know what time he will arrive here or will have time to do anything shitty. Everything that happens is to mess things up. It's impressive.
Now, you talked about getting medication from the jail relating to the depression that you were experiencing around the holidays going into the new year, correct?
But I told you I didn't remember when I started taking it, so I can't tell for sure.
Well, let me ask that question in a simpler form. You were experiencing anxiety and depression during the holidays into the new year, correct?
Yes,
Based upon those letters?
yes,
Okay. And at some point you sought help from the jail, the pharmacy.
correct.
And you don't know when it was,
No,
but when you did get any sort of medications or things like that, how long did you stay on those?
How long did it stay what?
How long did you stay on the medications for anxiety and depression?
As far as I remember, it was a few months.
For a couple of months?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I would say so.
Do you remember when you started?
When I started?
Yeah.
I do not remember.
Okay. Do you remember when you finished?
I do not remember the date, no.
Okay. Ma'am, do you see the new Smart Jail Mail communication that's on your screen?
I do.
And is this something you wrote?
Yes.
Your Honor, we identify this as Defense Exhibit 34?
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted
34
portion?
letters.
It says, my lawyer didn't come. He called me to say he wouldn't have time today and that he'll come on Monday. I hung up on him. I'm so angry. He's the reason for my stress and anxiety.
Okay. Now, the stress and anxiety you're talking about, is that the stress and anxiety that you were receiving medication for?
No, it's a different kind of stress and anxiety.
Okay.
It's mostly disappointment. That's it.
Okay, so this is disappointment.
Yes.
Okay. But it's clearly on your mind. I mean, for the entire month of July, these messages to your mother are about you don't feel like you've seen your lawyer enough, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to read the new Smart Jail Mail that's on your screen. This will be identified as defendants number 35. Is this a communication that you wrote?
Yes.
And can you please read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, living in Brazil would not work out for Brendan. 2, not culture, Valerie, his family, career, not anything. That's what I'm getting this idea out of his head and telling him it's okay to move on with his life. That's what makes me more upset, knowing that my trial would have been this week and the next, and that this would have come to an end one way or another. But what can I do? And yes, it will be November. The son of a bitch better to think, not to think about moving again. I'm already pissed off at him because for the 3rd time this week, he said he would come see me today and everything, but he didn't come. He had unforeseen circumstances. He says he'll come on Monday, and I already feel like we're behind again in hiring the specialists we need, etc. I don't even want to think about it. He's stressing me out. And you'll soon be back to college classes, right? And how is the progress on your paper? That's right. Enjoy the stuff around the house. I reckon that anything there costs 200, 100 reais. So expensive compared to here, LL. Wow, don't even get me started on letting go of relationship.
Is this your communication saying that you're letting go of your relationship with Brendan?
Well, it seemed like it.
You wrote it.
Yes.
So is that what this is?
It sounds like it.
So, ma'am, what I'm doing is asking
You have to answer the question.
of you as the author. You wrote that for a reason. Is that the reason?
What did you ask?
You as the author, you wrote it for a reason.
I wrote a message for a reason.
And is the reason here that this is you letting go of Brendan and your relationship?
I guess so.
Okay, well, do you know? Do you remember writing this?
Yes.
Okay, is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Took 5 times to get the answer, but we got it.
Ma'am, can you see the new message, Smart Jail Mail message on your screen?
Number
Yes.
36.
And do you see the highlight portion?
I do.
And, Your Honor, this would be marked as Defense Exhibit 36.
Okay.
Ma'am, please read the highlighted portion.
It says, I'm waiting to see if my lawyer responds about coming to see me today. I hope so, because I'm pissed off at him.
Ma'am, can you see the next smart jail mail?
Yes, I do.
You wrote that?
Yes.
Your Honor, we identify that as Defense 37.
Okay.
Please read the highlighted portion, ma'am.
It says, my lawyer came to see me, but he brought his computer uncharged yet again, just like on Sunday. He came, but we didn't do anything. I don't know how he doesn't check it before coming. He came from home, wearing normal clothes. He wasn't even working. Ridiculous. I'm pissed. But I told him that I don't want to hear him say that we're not ready again. That he asked how I was doing, and I just cried. He couldn't speak. It's because of him that I'm still in this place. But I told him that I don't trust and believe in him. He's traumatized me. He said, my lawyer will come to see me next week. Let's see.
He's trying to get the jury not to like her.
Ma'am, there's
Is it working?
new jail mail communication that will be marked as Defense Exhibit 38.
Okay.
Did you write that?
Yes.
Can you read the highlighted portions?
It says, I don't expect much from Brendan, whether I come back or get deported to Brazil, for various reasons. Valerie, his career, family, fight with Christina's parents, etc. And I'm very honest. He knows what I think and feel. Even though he wants to be with me, it's more complicated than it seems. And the other part says, that's why Brendan's mom and I got really mad at him, because he says he's coming to see me and he doesn't come. She keeps calling him, drives to his office, and nothing. She pushes him and calls his attention. Now it's getting close again. For me, it is a long time. But for them, 100 days isn't much. And finding and hiring the people who we need, etc. But I think he doesn't care. Time is money. The longer he pushes things back, the more money it will cost. Ridiculous. And the other part says, Brendan and I, we are different in many ways. Money, career, culture. We are only the same about sex, LOL. But still, if I can, I want to make it work.
So in this message, you're also talking about
the only thing we have in common
the possibility of letting go of this relationship, but then you say that you want to try to make it work.
For the sake of the physical intimacy.
And when you're saying in the first portion, in the second portion, that's why Brendan's mom and I got really mad at him. You're not talking about Brendan, are you?
No.
Okay, you're talking about your attorney.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail to your brother?
Yes.
Dated August 6th at 10:44 a.m.?
Yes.
And did you write that?
Yes.
Your Honor, we identify that as Defense Exhibit number 39.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, the same old crap as always. No news. My lawyer comes to see me and it just makes me mad. And the other one says, Brendan and I are doing well.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail communication? And this is from you to your mother on August 6, 2024.
I see it.
Did you write that?
I did.
And can you read the highlighted portion for the jury? Your Honor, that we'd identify that as Defense Exhibit 40.
Yes, sir.
It says, so I got pissed at my lawyer. He brought his computer uncharged again. Ridiculous.
Brandon shakes his head. Do lawyers have like an uncharged laptop they bring in, like, oh, silly me, sorry guys?
And do you see the new smart jail mail communication on your screen?
I do.
It's one written by you to Paula. Did you write this?
Yes.
Your Honor, we'd identify this as defendant's 41.
Okay.
Can you please read the highlighted portion?
It says, so I'm so pissed at my lawyer because he just disappears for no reason. Says he's coming to see me and nothing. Anyway, I hope this changes. Otherwise, it'll be difficult for us to prepare for November. But he said we have enough time. We'll see. I told him that I don't trust him or his words anymore.
Okay. Ma'am, with regard to this, the timing on the message is 90 days out for your trial. Is that correct?
After my trial? Was that what?
90 days out from your scheduled trial.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that why you're upset?
Well, it
because
seems
it's close to trial?
Well, it seems I was upset because I was not seeing my lawyer.
Okay. I mean, you know you wrote it.
Yes.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail that's on the screen?
Yes.
It's a message you wrote to your mother.
Yes.
It will be marked as defense exhibit number 42.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
He says, and I spent almost 2 hours with my lawyer. It was good, but no actual news. We're just reviewing a few things. Marina, a reporter here, sent me a message today saying that the article about my case will be published on Sunday with your interview and everything. I hope I didn't say anything stupid. Everyone will see it.
Unofficial poll in chat. Just go ahead and put your answers. How many letters do you think we're going to read today?
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail message to between you and Paula?
Yes.
And can you read the highlighted portion?
He says, yes, you and Brendan are a bit complicated, right? Because it involves many circumstances, family, his daughter, but once you live there, you guys will figure it out what needs to be figured out. Now you really need to give your lawyer a push, right? To make sure everything will be ready for November. This person, he said, you would need the specialist. He has gone after this person.
Now, there's a pattern in the August messages which appear to be about your lawyer, but also about your relationship with Brendan. Is that fair?
Yeah,
that was on your mind at the time?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Is it fair to assume that if you wrote about it, that was on your mind?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, if you can look at the smart jail mail that's on your screen, is that something that you wrote?
Yes.
And, Your Honor, we'd identify this as Defense Exhibit 46.
44.
Can you please read the highlighted portions?
44.
No. This was
44?
Is correct?
44. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry.
Yes, 44.
44.
This is 44.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portions of this smart jail mail communication?
It says, my lawyer came to see me on Friday. We spent almost 2 hours together. And I was reading the stuff, the interviews, they did it with everyone, my friends, Brenda's, Christine's, and the guys. I discovered even more betrayals on Brenda's part. Haha. Since the beginning of the relationship, several that he never mentioned. I was shocked. Haha. And the other one says, Brendan and I, sometimes I consider it a lost cause, but I really feel for him, you know, but a lot has happened, and there's a lot to be considered before any decision, and we don't even know what's going to happen in November, right? Now, we're really on his tail to make sure he won't screw up again and postpone it. I'm not so confident about it, LOL.
Hey, there's a definite change there.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail to your brother dated August 25th, 2024, will be identified as Defense Exhibit number 45? Do you see that?
I do.
And can you read, is this a message that you authored and sent?
Yeah,
And can you see the highlighted portions?
I can.
Can you read that, please?
It says here, nothing new. My lawyer barely comes to see me. And later on it says, I told mom that Brenda wants to go to Brazil with me, buy a house there, etc. But she's kind of pissed because she doesn't want me to live away from home. And that grandpa likes Bruno, but doesn't like Brendan, even though he doesn't know him. Valerie or anyone personally, I told her to stop judging based on what she heard people say, what she assumed to be true. She assumes to be true.
Okay, so if we can identify, Bruno is your former boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. And with this smart jail mail
We don't
system,
talk about Bruno.
Are you communicating with him as well?
With Max?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
CW, OG, 30 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail that's on your screen?
Yes.
Are we at 50 yet?
Did you author that?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd identify this as Defense Exhibit 46.
46, okay.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portions for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Yes. It says, my lawyer came to see me, but he had a problem with the computer again, and we basically did nothing. He told me that they lost the other trial that took place 2 weeks ago. And the other one says, another American reporter messaged me today, trying to talk to me. I don't even know where these people get.
So, I'm sorry, you're saying another American reporter messaged me today?
That's what it says, yeah.
Do the media and reporters and those associated with the media, do they have the ability to communicate with you on Smart Jail Mail?
They do.
Okay. And how long have they been communicating with you, whether you answer them or not?
I guess throughout the whole process. I'm not sure.
From the time that you were arrested?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And are there any particular media or news people that you communicate with frequently?
Yes.
Okay. And who is it that you communicate with frequently?
Do you want me to mention the name?
Yes.
It's fine too.
I'd say Josh.
Okay, Josh, and who's he associated with?
Should I say it?
Yes.
I'm asking you.
He's a producer with 48 Hours.
Okay. And are you speaking to anyone else who's a producer or potentially looking to buy your story?
At that point, no.
Or you want to rephrase your question?
Are you speaking to any other media person?
Was I?
Other than Josh?
Was I?
Was you or are you now?
Was you?
Now, yes.
Now, yes.
Now you are?
Yes.
Okay. And that's my question. Who are you speaking to?
Who am I speaking to?
Yes.
2 people.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Out with it.
Do you know their names?
I don't know their names, yes.
Okay. And is one of them Josh?
No.
Okay. What are their names?
Kate and Zachary.
Okay. Is that Kate Brower?
Yes.
And Zachary Franks?
Correct.
Okay. And has there been any sort of
Judy, thank you. OG.
Have they given you anything in anticipation of something?
Anticipation of what?
In anticipation of anything. Have they given you anything? Have they provided you anything?
Yes, they have become my support system, so they've been helping me with money to communicate with my mom, my family in Brazil, and whoever I want to communicate with,
okay.
and money to a commissary and that stuff, yes.
So let me just slow you down there. I didn't quite hear all of that. I heard something about them giving you money.
Yes.
Okay. And was it money to your mom in Brazil?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. So if you could just slow down on that and just say exactly what you just said.
I said they have become my support system. They've been putting money on my books to talk to my mom, my family in Brazil, and whoever else I want to talk to, and to buy commissary and stuff, yes.
Okay. So they're, in the absence of Tess, who used to pay all of that.
Yes.
These two are paying money toward your commissary?
Yes.
And what is it that they want from you?
Eventually I want to tell my story.
Okay. And have you negotiated anything?
No, not really.
Okay.
What do you mean, not really?
Have they thrown a number out?
Have they what?
Have they thrown a number out for your story?
Yes.
Okay.
How much?
Have you agreed to that number?
No.
Okay, so you're still in negotiations.
Oh, you can say so.
Well, you tell me. You're the one who's involved in it.
Yeah, if you want to say yes.
Okay. And do you owe them any obligations for paying for your commissary money or your ability to use smart jail mail, any of those sort of things?
I do intend to write a story with them eventually, yes.
Okay. And is, just for curiosity's sake, is the story this story?
It's the truth, if that's what you're asking for.
No, I'm asking, is that what they're basically communicating, being your support system, paying money? It's for this story, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Wow. She's going to cash in on the tail end.
And
where's
what
Kate
outfit
and
are
Josh?
they with
Yeah, who are they
that
with?
would be handling this story?
What?
What company are they with that would be?
It's called Cream Productions, if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not sure.
Cream Productions?
That's what I would say, like, yeah.
Okay, and is this story going to air on any network or TV streaming service or anything like that?
I've heard.
I'm going to object to speculation at this point. She said I know agreement yet.
Well, if she knows, that she can answer it. Go ahead, you can answer it if you know.
As far as people told me, yes, but not that I have seen. Just people telling me that.
Well, it hasn't
Other
been made
producers have made this story, yes.
But they represent some company, correct?
Correct.
And what's the company?
I'm not sure. Some people said Dateline.
I'm sorry?
Some people told me they saw it on Dateline, for example.
Okay, so
I haven't, but that's what I heard.
You've spoken to Dateline too?
I did not speak to them. I said they made this story, and somebody told me they saw it.
She's misunderstanding.
I'm sorry. They're talking about another story that they made that was on Dateline?
I did not know they story that was on Dateline. I did not see it.
I'm just trying to understand what you just said. Something about Dateline.
Yes.
Are you saying that Kate and Josh are associated with Dateline?
No, they were not.
Okay. So how did Dateline come into what you just said?
You asked if other producers, company, whatever it is, made this story, told this story on the news or TV, and I said, as far as I've heard, they did, but not that I have seen.
Okay. Well, I was just asking who you were associated with and who was supporting you and
Okay.
who they were associated with.
Yeah, that's not them.
Okay. And you don't know what their company is?
That's been asked and answered. She said that they represented Cream Production.
You're going to have to use your mic, I'm sorry.
Judge, that's been asked and answered. She said that they represented Cream Productions.
All right, asked and answered, so I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Cream?
I'll move on from there. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Sure.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail for August 30th?
It wasn't me.
I see it.
From you to Paula,
Yes.
and that would be, Your Honor, that would be identified as defendants 47?
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, in next month, I have a hearing. One of the regular procedural hearings that we have before the trial to decide some things. I presume now it's supposed to be twice as tiring. And of course, he won't want to talk about these things over the phone. I don't even think there are enough excuses, but it's fine. I'm getting over it. So this thing about the article in my case, my lawyer told me that last month, this Marina sent him an email saying that she was going to publish the article, etc. And he even got mad at her because we gave them your information so they could call you and write about me, not about the case, since I haven't even had my trial yet. And he said that she does not have access to police documents, my interview with them, evidence, etc. She only has access to the hearings I had because they're public documents here. But they must be either bluffing or waiting to see if I talk to them, because she told me she was going to publish it 3 weeks ago and still nothing.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail that's on the screen before you?
I see it.
Your Honor, that would be identified as defendant's exhibit for number 48.
The lawyer's sick.
Did you write this message?
It's like
Yes.
he's got the flu or something.
Can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, my lawyer didn't even come to see me and said he had a hearing in the morning, and when he arrived here, there was a line of lawyers and they didn't have enough time to see the clients because there are only 3 rooms, 3 lawyers at a time. He says he'll come tomorrow, son of a gun.
Son of a gun. Blackbirdier, that's amazing. I always pay somebody to do it. I don't trust myself with those screens. Cream Productions?
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail message that's on your screen?
Yes.
From you to your mother?
Yes.
Did you author that?
Yes.
Can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, and yes, I hope my lawyer comes tomorrow without fail. He stresses me out more than anyone else. A son of a bitch. I've already started crying and all because I got frustrated, you know.
And that's Exhibit 49, is that correct?
49, I
Okay.
apologize, Judge.
Wow, went from son of a gun straight to, yeah.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail message on your screen?
Yes.
Dated September 5th, 2024?
Yes.
This will be identified as Defense Exhibit 50. Can you read the highlighted portion of the message?
He says, your mother messaged me saying she's going to see Ryan now, and he's coming to see me. She wait for him because I have something for Ryan.
It's nearly lunchtime.
Ma'am, do you see the new message on smart jail mail?
Yes,
And did you write that?
I did.
Okay, Your Honor, this would be identified as Defense 51. Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion
He
for
says,
the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Ooh, this is a good one.
he
Ready?
says, well, again, my lawyer won't come to see me today. Mimi met him. He said he has another hearing now, and while he was here earlier, he was talking to my lawyer. I'm like, are you kidding me? You have all the time in the world to talk to her, and you do that instead of coming to see me since you were here, and I've been waiting since yesterday, as if I could go to his office to see him, right? Guess what? I can't because I'm here. I've been here longer than necessary because of his own screw-ups, delaying everything. Let's see if he won't screw up my trial too. During the trial, they will ask if I was satisfied with my lawyer, and if he represented me well, I'll be honest and say no. But it's so good that you feel the change, Mom, and try to get along with what he said to you. It's not worth it acting like this. Did he say something about being in touch with me? Because it stops there.
I think that's just a bad highlighting job. Thank you. Ma'am, can you see the smart jail mail communication that's on the screen?
I see it.
Okay. And is that a message sent by you to your mother?
Yes.
And it looks like it's September 5th, 2024 at 9:18 a.m. Your Honor, that would be identified as Defense Exhibit number 52.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
It says,
Gentlemen of the jury.
It says, let's see if my lawyer shows up today. It makes me very frustrated. I'm never happy and satisfied with his work. He says he will do things, but he doesn't. He's delaying my entire process. Says he'll come to see me and nothing. Doesn't make an effort, you know. I should have changed lawyers long ago, but now it's too late.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail on the screen?
Yes.
And this looks like it's September 5th, 2024.
That one I already read.
Is that the one you just read?
Yes.
Oh, that must be a duplicate. Sorry. Scratch that, Judge.
All right.
I don't think I did nothing.
Scratch that, Judge.
I believe there are some differences, ma'am. Can you just read the highlighted portions, and that would be identified as Defense Exhibit number 52?
53.
53.
Well, that's the one I just read.
Can
It still
you
shows
please
it.
read it again?
Oh, it says, well, again, my lawyer won't come see me today. Mimi met him. He said he has another hearing now, and while he was here earlier, he was talking to my lawyer. I'm like, are you kidding me? You have all the time in the world to talk to her, and you do that instead of coming to see me since you're here, and I've been waiting since yesterday. As if I could go to his office to see him, right? Guess what? I can because I'm here. I've been here longer than necessary because of his own screw-ups, delaying everything. Let's see if he won't screw up in my trial. During the trial, they will ask if I was satisfied with my lawyer and if he represented me well, and I'll be honest and say no.
Yeah, that's the same one.
And that's one of the questions that's on the plea form that you signed.
As far as I remember.
Okay. And did you say no at that time?
I did not.
Okay. So you told him you were satisfied. You told the judge that you were satisfied with his and her services.
Yeah, he explained well to me.
Okay. So between September 5th and the plea in October 29th, everything seemed to be fine with your relationship with your lawyer that you've been talking about in these mails?
I guess so.
Okay, well, you lived it, so I'm asking you.
Yeah.
That dismissive, I guess so, is frustrating.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail message on your screen?
Yes.
Okay. And did you write this?
Yes.
And can you, this would be identified as Defense Exhibit 54. Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
He says, difficult to trust him, knowing how he's like. His lack of commitment and care. At first, he said he would spend 2 hours with me, and when he came to see me, I wish. He barely shows up. He just makes us wait. But what can I do? It's too late to change lawyers. I don't trust him.
Ma'am, Ma'am, this is a smart jail mail that you authored to Paola, your friend. Can you read this would be marked as exhibit number 55, defense exhibit 55?
Yes.
Can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
He says, and about my lawyer, I wish, good heavens, he makes me so mad. Last week alone, he said 3 times that he would come to see me on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He didn't show up. Brenda's mother kept sending messages and calling, and he kept her waiting for him, me waiting for him, and he still hasn't shown up. So on Friday, my female lawyer came to see me to talk about this next hearing. Nothing much, sweet Lord. I told her that I don't trust him. I'm scared because my life is in his hands. You know, that I don't know how he expects me to stay calm when he doesn't even have the responsibility and commitment to come to see me or do things when they're supposed to be done, delaying my entire process, etc.
It is sort of funny if that lawyer is sitting in court listening to all this. She does have her lawyer present.
Ma'am, do you see the message that you authored from September 15th, 2024?
Yes.
Okay. This would be identified as defense number 56?
Yes.
56.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, it's been 11 months since I've been here. My goodness, I need this to end as soon as possible.
Okay, so on September 15th, you're just ready to end it, correct?
Yeah,
Because you have a trial in less than two months from then, right?
correct.
And what's the basis? Why are you saying, I just want it to end right now?
That's the same way I always felt. I just wanted this to be over.
Okay, but this is the first time that you've written it in one of your smart jail mail messages. What's the reason at this point?
I'm not really sure.
Okay. Do you remember writing this?
I mean, it's here. I know it's from me, but I can tell you all the messages I wrote every day. And
Okay. So you don't have any specific recollection as to this message?
specific is no.
Okay. Ma'am, do you see this smart jail mail message
Yes.
on the screen? Your Honor, we identify that as defense number 57. Is this the person that you were talking about?
Yes.
Your friend who's supporting you?
No.
Okay, so this is someone who's reaching out. Were you aware when he reached out that that was the day that Brendan was indicted?
At that point, I didn't.
Okay. Did he say anything to you in your communications in addition to this?
Yeah, he had mentioned that Brenda was just indicted.
Okay. Can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, Dear Ms. Magallanes, I'm a producer for the show 48 Hours on the North American channel, CBS News. Our team is researching your case in the hope of producing a 1-hour documentary about your story. We'd like to ask you to consider participating in an on-camera interview. I'd also like to speak with any friends or relatives you think could be additional voices on your behalf. But first, I propose that we have a conversation over the phone, or even a video call, or an informal in-person meeting, so that I can tell you a bit about my experience over more than 30 years of a journalist, my interest in your story, and my ideas for the project. Feel free to contact me if you can. If you prefer to speak in Portuguese, I can arrange for a translator. Thank you for your time and consideration. Thank you.
Now, was Josh one of the contributors to the your account here at the Fairfax County Sheriff's Office?
What do you mean by contribute?
Did he put money in?
No, he did not.
Okay. Are you still talking to him?
I was.
Are you still?
No.
Okay.
Josh lost out on his deal. It wasn't good enough. He didn't pay up. No ramen, no taki. That's what she said, I think.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail communication on your screen?
Yes.
Did you author this?
Yes.
This would be marked as Defense Exhibit number 58. Can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury? This is from September 16th, 3:49 p.m.
It says, I heard they either arrested or are detaining Brenda now. Have you heard anything about it? I'm scared. They sent me downstairs because they had a search warrant for my cell to see if they didn't find anything here, etc. You know. Then a guy from TV channel messaged me saying he saw on the news that they had arrested him. My goodness, I don't know what's happening.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail that is on your screen?
Yes.
And is this something that you authored?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd identify this as Defense Exhibit number 59.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portions to the jury and the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, I want to avoid people staring at me and talking about me and Brendan. I'm so disheartened, so low on energy. I just want to lay down and sleep, tired. Even with the double dose of medicine, I didn't sleep well.
So, Brendan's arrest had a real significant effect on you, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and is that where you're disheartened, you're low on energy, you're not able to sleep?
That's what I said.
In this message?
Yes.
Okay, and that corresponds with him you've confirmed that he was in fact arrested, not just heard it, you've confirmed it 5 days later, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now at that point, were you on any sort of medications for depression or anxiety or anything like that?
At that point, I don't think so.
Okay, so you had stopped them at some point?
I had.
Okay. Ma'am, can you read the smart jail mail message that's on the screen before you?
Yes.
And did you author that?
That's from my mother to me.
Can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, but it seems that I was guessing he was guilty and putting the blame on you. At least you'll get rid of this. I don't know if it will be good for you to tell. I'm afraid she might block you from being able to talk to us. But you know what is best, because she probably doesn't know that he planned it. If you tell Mimi, tell her not to cut you off from your mom, please. Tell her that it was who planned it.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that I wanted to ask you about. It appears you and your mother are worried about the monies to be able to communicate, correct?
Like I said before, yes.
Okay, no, I'm talking about this at this moment.
Yes.
Okay, and it appears that you're worried about any monies that might be going in so you can get extra food, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and it appears that your mother is telling you that Brendan is the planner, correct?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. And was that the first time that you said that?
Judge, I'm going to object. This message is from...
I can't unring that bell. It's a delayed objection. Thank you.
Too late, says the judge.
Is that the first time that you said it, that Brendan, in time, on October 26, 2024, is that the first time that you said what your mother's written here?
The first time I said what?
What your mother has written in this message.
Well, that's the only one I see here, but I don't remember if she had said it before. Okay. I can recall.
I'm not asking about whether she said it. I'm asking about whether you said it.
But I'm confused, because this is a message from my mom to me, not from me to her. So I don't know what I said before this.
Well, it appears she's telling you to tell Tess or them that Brendan planned the whole thing.
Well, that's what she said, yes.
Okay. And what I'm asking is, was that the day when you told the police that Brendan planned the whole thing?
I had mentioned to my mom before about the plea. I had mentioned to her that I was thinking about taking the plea. And I had the reasons I was scared of why I didn't take the plea. And this message, that's when I told her that I had signed the plea, and that's what she responded to me. But she was aware before that I was thinking about taking the plea.
So you had signed the plea on the 26th of October?
Now I don't remember the date.
Do you remember the plea as being October 29th? 3 days later?
Yeah, the picture said yes.
So when was it that you made the agreement to the plea that you signed and was executed on October 29th?
I don't remember the day exactly I signed it. I don't know where we're going with this.
Do you need to see the plea form? Yeah,
That'll fix it, they say. This is the state. This is the state's witness. If she testifies incorrectly here,
do you need to see it?
They have to correct it in court.
Yeah, you can show me.
They have an obligation to correct it. We have a letter from the mom to her a few days before she signs the plea deal saying, blame it all on Brendan. Then she signs the plea deal and she blames it all on Brendan. She says, no, I had already signed the deal before then. That's why she told me, because she already knew.
Can you see the plea form on the screen, ma'am?
I can.
Just let me know if you need me to scroll up for you when you finish.
I think you got her in this little trap.
I see it.
Do you need me to scroll up so you can know when you signed it?
Yeah.
Is that the 28th of October?
She signed it on the 28th.
Is that what it says? I just...
It says 28th of October, yes.
Okay. And so my question was with regard to the previous message, that was where your mother said to you, tell everyone that Brendan planned this. And within 2 days, you've signed a plea with supporting evidence saying that Brendan planned this. Understand? So my question was, when did you say Brendan planned this to the police for the first time?
During the first interview we had.
And do you know when that was?
I remember it was a Friday.
Okay. Was it in October?
It was in October.
Okay. So October 25th, does that sound right?
Sounds about right.
Was that where you were in a room with another prosecutor, not these two, was asking you questions?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a little bit about what went on prior to you entering into that plea.
He's going to be asking about what the state said. Who was there?
Can you see your screen?
Yes.
Have you seen this?
Not that I remember.
Okay, let's go through it. It's a pleading in the circuit court.
Judge, I'm going to object. She says she hasn't seen it, so how could she testify about what's in it?
All right. I think she said she's not sure.
And
Well, I mean, if you want to ask questions about it, you can, but can we mark it as an exhibit, though, please?
Oh, yes.
61.
Okay. Your Honor, we mark it as defense exhibit number 61.
Okay.
Let me just scroll through it so you can see what you need to see, ma'am. And if you want me to slow down, so you want to read? Or
I'm not reading.
You've already read it?
I said I'm not reading right now.
I'm not
reading. Would you like to read it, is what my question was.
If you want me to, I can.
Well, I'm going to ask you questions about it, so it might be a good idea.
It's weird because she doesn't admit yet. I think the objection was right. She didn't know. She didn't remember it. She hasn't read any of the ones until now, except for the parts he told her to and highlighting.
The next page?
Yeah.
It's almost time for lunch. I think she sees the light at the end of the tunnel. Her deals with the state, not with the defense, but she has to still answer questions put forward to her.
Next page?
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot mic.
Next.
Next page?
The hot mic is on the prosecution table. I think that they might have to fix some of her testimony a little bit. We'll see what they do on redirect. Maybe even after lunch. Prosecution ASMR.
Next.
I think that's the end.
Okay.
Had you ever received this motion?
Again, I do not remember that.
Okay. Do you remember what you read there? Do you remember what was happening, what happened or was going to happen prior to the plea?
I think I was going to continue my trial.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking, yeah.
So when did you find that out and how did you find that out?
I don't remember how I found that out.
Could it have been this motion?
Could have.
Did you go to court?
But my lawyer told me.
Okay. So, were you in agreement with this motion?
To continue the trial?
Yeah.
Yes.
You agreed to continue the trial?
Well, what choice did I have?
Well, that's a good point. What choice did you have? Had you agreed to plead guilty prior to this motion being heard?
I don't
Judge,
need,
I'm going to object. There's no date that has been given when
All right,
this
you want me a
motion
foundation for a
was.
date?
There's no, yeah.
I'm just asking what, I don't know when the motion was going to be heard either, Judge.
She needs a date for reference, I think.
Okay.
I can answer if something I don't know about.
It's exactly right. So you don't know about it.
Well, I'm saying this now.
Now, let me just ask you this. We'll switch subjects. During the beginning portion...
Ooh, glasses off.
During the first 2 weeks of October...
Now she looks just a little bit...
You had an emergency
like
health crisis, correct?
I did.
Okay, and you were taken away from the jail here, correct?
Yes.
And you were in the hospital setting, correct?
Yes.
And you were being watched by law enforcement because you had come from here,
Yes.
correct? How long were you in the hospital setting for?
10 days.
10 days. And that was the first portion of October?
It was...
What was the time frame, if you recall?
It was October 13th.
Until October 13th or 13th?
No, I went to the hospital October 13th.
So you were in the hospital October 13th, and if I understand, based on your answer, you were there until the 23rd?
That's correct.
Okay. And then on the 28th, on the 25th, you told the prosecutors you were going to accept the deal.
Yes.
And then on the 28th, you signed the deal.
Correct.
And you appeared before Judge Ascarate on October 29th.
Correct.
So you recall all of those dates?
I do.
Okay. And my question to you is, you just testified that you were going to tell the story the Commonwealth's having you tell because you just wanted the truth to be out there. Is that correct?
I wanted to tell the truth, yes.
Okay. And so from October 13th, 2023 to October 28th, 2024, you were not concerned about telling the truth, but then on the heels, on the brink of a trial, which potentially was going to be continued, we don't know.
Counsel is testifying and not asking a question.
What's the objection?
Counsel is testifying. This is a narrative that counsel is providing.
Argumentative, possibly?
Argumentative.
All right. I'll sustain the objection if you want.
Judge helps her out
I'm
a
sorry?
little bit.
I'll sustain the objection if you want to ask another question.
So, are you asking the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to believe that you came out during that time frame because you wanted the truth to be known versus any time the year before that?
Well, the fact that I took a year to accept my plea, it does not mean that I didn't have an intention to tell the truth before. It does not mean that.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
I said, just because it took me out a while to take the plea, it does not mean that I didn't have the intention to do so. I just didn't get to do it. And for many reasons I said before I was concerned about. But it
Okay.
does not mean I didn't want to do it.
Okay. And so your health crisis didn't have anything to do with it?
But I was just coincidentally, when I came back from the hospital,
So it was a coincidence?
you can say that.
Well, I'm asking you.
Well, yes.
Okay. Could it have something to do with being 3,000 miles away from your family when you're having a health crisis?
Well, it might have been all the factors together. We can consider that one of the factors too.
Okay, and that's what I'm going through. An upcoming trial, is that part of it?
I was not really thinking about that.
Okay. The health crisis, being far from home, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Brendan being arrested? and jailed? Is that part of it?
Yes.
What other parts?
I said it before, but I had my concerns about communication with my mother. And yes, that's what I said before too.
Okay, so it was because of communications for your mother that you thought you'd take the deal as one of the parts?
You can put into the equation, yes.
Okay, so it's all the things that we just talked about went into you
Down the
deciding that the truth was to be told on October 28th, 2024.
Yes.
And that's what you're telling the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
What am I telling them?
That's when you decided the truth needed to be told?
I'm not telling them that.
Well, you're testifying before
I
them.
withheld the truth for a long time just to myself. And it was a lot for me to deal with.
Okay.
And I just couldn't do with this anymore. It was too much for me. And I do believe that part of me getting sick, it was just one of the factors. There is only so much your brain can take before your body starts responding to the stress as well. And only I do know how I felt. Only do I know what I was carrying with me, how long I withheld the truth.
Okay. And so when I was asking you how you felt that made these statements about pain and torture and all those things in the emails, you didn't really have anything to say about that.
Of course I didn't have.
What is it that you were holding in?
Of course I didn't have anything to say to that because I knew our letters could be read because I was going through my lawyer. And at that point, my lawyer did not know the truth either. I did not tell him that. So I knew he was reading the letters as well. So I couldn't do that. And I did not tell Tess, Brendan's mother, about how I was feeling, withholding the truth, because she did not know either. She did not have any knowledge about what really happened. And so how was I supposed to do, expressing the letters that I was feeling guilty or ashamed and all that stuff for, if the letters were being read? If she didn't know the truth, I couldn't do it.
She's a co-defendant.
So the truth, you were holding the truth yourself and no one else knew?
Well, Brenda does.
Well, but we're talking about you in jail.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And so you were just holding that for an entire year by yourself?
I was.
Enjoying the benefits of a lawyer?
Yeah.
Enjoying the benefits of whatever comes into the commissary or for communication purposes? Correct?
If that's one how to describe it.
Well,
I can describe that way.
Isn't that some of the benefits of either having you're a lawyer or Tess Banfield helping you out?
Well, I had their love and their support. Yes, I did.
Okay. And so you were concerned about losing that? Is that why you were holding the truth?
Losing what specifically?
Losing her love and her support financially?
Yeah, I was lost and afraid in so many ways, yes.
Okay. And that's essentially the crux of the communication with your mother, which was the last smart jail mail that we were talking about. Isn't that right?
Can you rephrase your question?
That was essentially the discussion between you and your mother about telling everyone that Brendan was the one who planned this.
Well, that was the conversation we had.
I understand that. I saw it. And that's something that you knew was going to be read, correct?
Yes.
And when she said that to you, my question to you was, who was it you told that Brendan planned this whole thing for the first time, and when was that?
Yes, my mother.
And when was that?
How can I tell you? I do not remember the date.
I mean, with all due respect, you don't remember a lot of details.
Yeah.
That's what's
argumentative here.
Really concerning about this.
Well, if you were in my shoes, you don't remember either. You know, your brain has a way to defense mechanism, it's called, and it protects you from losing your mind, losing yourself, and many things our brain blocks out, and I guess everybody can relate to that at some point.
So your brain's blocked out the details of this plan that
Judge,
you've talked about?
objection. That is not what she said.
I'll overrule it. I didn't hear the question.
So your brain has blocked out the details of this plan that essentially your whole future rests on with the Commonwealth?
I still don't understand her question. What are you implying?
Your lack of detail is because of your brain blocking it out?
Yes.
Okay. And even included in the things that are important, like this plan that you've been talking about, but we haven't heard any details.
Well, I can tell you that the fact that I do not remember some specific details does not mean it's a lie. I can guarantee that everybody has things in life that they do not remember. And it doesn't make any less.
I appreciate that. We're talking about you, though, and what
I'm
you
talking
say,
about me too.
But if you can just give me a chance to question, what you're saying is that you're forgetting crucial details regarding a horrific, tragic event for many people here.
Yeah.
And you're not able to remember those details.
Well, I think you can also call it trauma.
Okay.
For things you've seen, for things that happened that your brain blocks out.
Okay.
Yes.
So your brain's blocking it. You've got trauma. That's blocking it. What else? What are the other reasons you're not able to explain details relating to this case?
What do you mean other reasons?
What other reasons? I mean, you seem to have two at least. What are the other reasons?
Oh, I cannot remember some details.
Okay. Okay. Well, Your Honor, is this a good time for break?
I was just going to ask you, is this a good time for break?
This is a good time to break.
Oh, okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and take our lunch recess then for the next hour.
Okay,
Please do not do any outside research and don't discuss the case with anybody, okay?
It was very late in being delivered, but we got some spice out of the defense attorney, and he planned it perfectly to have the jury thinking about this exchange during lunch.
She couldn't remember the details of what happened on day 379, not the details of what happened in the month. She didn't testify at any point in time that she couldn't remember what was happening at the murder. She couldn't remember Thursday of last week. We can drop that out, but the objection.
Ma'am, since you still are testifying, make sure you do not discuss your testimony or the case with anybody during the lunch hour, okay? Okay. All right, back at 2?
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
2 p.m., okay.
Yep.
All rise.
Back at 2. Back at 2. All right. It got a little bit spicy. Let's listen for a hot mic here for a second.
The objection that she was looking for was assuming facts not in evidence, and I think mischaracterization of her testimony, because he was just going far.
Yeah, they need to remember their mics are on. Media might get in trouble for that when it's possible, but man, the court's going on, the judge is talking, the jury's walking in and out, and they're just chatting. So you can tell that, well, as much as we didn't like listening to the defense cross, that was painful. 60 somewhat exhibits of, is this your letter from Smart Jail Mail? Can you read the highlighted portion? As much as we hated that, defense hated it more. Hello?
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, who's on the phone? This is Scott.
Oh, it's me. It's Camila.
Camila, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Sorry, I don't want to take too much of your time, but do you think she's obedient?
No. I get very strong-willed person vibes from her.
Yeah.
Independent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
A little fiery.
Yeah, Brazilian women, they are very independent. I think I am more conservative, but I keep my husband on a leash.
Short
Yeah.
And when I say
just
jump, he
wanted
jumps.
to-
Yes.
Yes. He just asked me how high.
Yes. On the way up. On the way up, he asks that. No, that's interesting. I watched this, and the defense did a couple things that they wanted to do. They got under her skin, and it happened when she took the glasses off. I mean, she was irritated before, but when she took the glasses off, she was losing it. She was...
Yeah, that was an answer. That was like a movement.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That helped, and that's when that happened, that's when defense sort of pounced a little bit and came with the confrontation and tried to hit her a little bit and throw her off. I think she did pretty well with the answers, but one of them slipped. She's I think she understands English better than she pretends to. And I say that honestly, because she says, I don't understand the question. What are you implying? She's not, I don't understand what the words of the question were. She could answer that question. She's like, wait, what are you trying to say by getting me to answer this? So she's playing chess with him back and forth.
Yeah, and she wants to have a little bit of more time to build her answer.
Yeah. It's smart.
I think when she went to jail, she was thinking with the Brazilian criminal system. I think she didn't know how the American criminal system worked, and that was her mistake.
And I do believe...
I'm sorry?
Our system's a little slower, right?
Yeah, but the Brazilian system is very different. It doesn't look like it would be because we are in America, but it's very different. And I do believe her mother may have gave her the tip to say, hey, point all the fingers to him, because this is a very common strategy in the Brazilian criminal system. Lawyers do that, and it's by the law. If you point the finger to your co-defendant, you get less years. If you confess, you get less years. So the maximum sentence you get for, can I say the M word?
Yes, murder.
Yes, it's 30 years. And then the more you cooperate, the less years you get. So they will be deducting those years from your sentence. I don't know how many years, but let's say you confess, 5 years less. You point the finger, 5 years less. And then you go to prison and you are well behaved, and then you can get
dropped as well.
Yeah, exactly. If you read a book, you can read 6 books a year, and that counts towards your sentence. So you get less years.
They have a reading to freedom program?
Yes.
That's amazing. That's cool.
Yes.
Read your books, kids. It'll get you out of jail one day. Camila, there was a point in the trial where the defendant was reading one of her letters, the co-defendant, Juliana, was reading one of her letters and said darling to someone. Help me understand why it seems strange that she said darling.
Yeah, so some words in Portuguese have gender. Okay. So if I'm saying thank you because I'm a woman, I will say obrigada.
Obrigada.
But yes, but you as a man, you have to say obrigado.
Okay.
So she was telling him darling. So for him, she has to say querido.
So she was calling him a woman?
No, querido.
Querido?
With a no, querido, yes. But if I'm calling, let's say I'm talking with Red Pen, I'm going to call her querida.
Okay, for the gender. Was the darling, was that an insult?
Yes,
like
we don't call. Yeah. We don't call people querida or querido. It's really. I can call you love. I can call you honey, but querido, it's low.
Okay, all right.
It's kind of street talk.
It can be used that way in English as well, although it has multiple meanings that way. But I understand. That is fascinating. I'm loving that we finally got to the spice we promised right at the end, right before lunch. But I think there might be a little bit more. I think there's going to be a little bit more before we go on. But thank you very much, Camila, for the call. Thank you for helping us understand a little bit from the Brazilian background as we try to blend the cultures and understand.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
Ciao. All right. Tata, right? Can you give a quick overview of the case? Wasn't able to join yesterday. P. Will, for real, this is a double murder with two defendants, co-defendants. But the defendants' trials have been split. One of them is agreeing to testify for the state. That's the au pair. And the other one, the husband, who's charged, Brendan Banfield, is in trial right now. So the au pair pled guilty, is waiting to be sentenced. Her sentence depends on what happens here. If she participates and does everything she's supposed to and says the right things, she will get time served and deported back to Brazil. Going back to the beginning, Brendan and Katrina, is it Katrina? Catherine, sorry. I'm getting the names mixed up. Brendan and Christine, it was different K. Brendan and Christine were married. They have one child, Valerie. They got an au pair to come in 2002, I believe, to take care of Valerie. Christine is a nurse. She works odd shifts, and she'd go to work, come back and sleep. Sometimes she's sleeping during the day. Sometimes she's sleeping during the night. A year into this au pair thing, Brendan and the au pair start having an affair. Right there at the house while wife is sleeping. It develops, it goes on, and Brendan eventually says, I'm going to get rid of my wife. Not divorce, murder. And it's too risky to hire somebody from the outside. That's how you get caught. They'll always find you. We're going to do it ourselves. And they come up with a plan to go to a fetish website and recruit someone to play a role in a violent sexual encounter with the wife. But they do this using an account to make that looks like it's the wife doing the communication, but she doesn't know. It's on her computer. It's on her phone. They use it when she's asleep. They talk for months. They find someone who's willing to play this role to basically come in and blind, basically having never met or talked to her before, play out this consensual, non-consensual fantasy. And he agrees to do that. His name is Joe. He shows up, carries it out as planned, and while he's there, Juliana, the au pair, calls, as soon as he arrives, calls Brendan, who's waiting at the nearby McDonald's. They come back home, sneak into the house, go up to the bedroom, see this attack in progress. Brendan shoots Joe in the head. He doesn't kill him, but knocks him down. His wife is like, call the police. Juliana calls the police. Brendan's like, hang up the phone. That's not the plan. Brendan then starts attacking his wife and stabs his wife to death. While he's stabbing his wife to death, Juliana says the Joe who was shot in the head, but not killed, is now coming up behind Brendan, I guess to attack him or fight him off or something. And she shoots and kills Joe, shoots him in the chest with her gun, which Brendan gave her earlier. They then take 20 to 30 minutes to set up the crime scene and put a couple pieces in place so that when they actually do call 911, Juliana flubs, doesn't know what to say, has even trouble getting the address out. Brendan's right there trying to talk it over. The police arrive. Some of the blood is dried on the ground. It's coagulated. The crime scene is crazy. The police don't know what's going on, who's been shot, who was the shooter. There are two guns involved. There was a knife that the attacker brought for his role play. And all this time, Valerie's down in the basement. And then that was, it's a bad movie is what it is, JMR. It's bad. We have a lot of evidence. This is supposed to be a 4 to 5 week trial. We're on day 3. There's a lot of stuff that needs to come in. The prosecution has said they don't need Juliana's testimony to convict. But they sure put it out there pretty early. And now, anyway, that's where we are. We're at lunch. We're gonna continue the cross-examination of Juliana. She is expected to finish testifying today, and then once this trial wraps up, get released and be deported back to Brazil. They have the communications. Oh, I'm sure they have the text messages, and they've got Telegram stuff. They have stuff from the website. Lots of it. We're on day 2. Yeah, it is day 2. I'm sorry. Day 2. The mods are begging for lunch. Let's go to lunch. Let's do it. We only have 45 minutes left before we come back. So that's a quick recap. Hopefully that helps just a tiny bit. Judy M., member for 26 months. OG. Happy New Year. Thanks for the kind words. Y'all are great. Caroline Etienne, member for 30 months. Also an OG. Don't chat much, but always watching the channel. Thank you. Thank you all. All right, we're going to go to lunch. We're going to be back this afternoon with more excitement from court, from Virginia. We're in Fairfax County, Virginia, where this is taking place just north of me. And we're going to be following all the excitement. I think the spice has opened up. We've opened the door. There might be more today. If we can get into the spice on the investigation, the police investigation side, that's going to be epic. That's going to be amazing. I know the prosecution doesn't want any of that to come in the case in chief. It might have to all come in the defense case. But there was drama. There was drama in this investigation and a lot of disagreement. There was a division on the investigators' part. We'll find out more about that later. You guys, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again shortly, because I'm making a portal right now. It's going to be 45 minutes or a little less. All right, here we go. Day 2, part 2. We'll have a portal set up for you. Please portal safely. Grab a hand of a portal buddy and make the trip without incident. So let's see, 120. All right, portal set up. You guys will see it in a little bit. I say it's set up, but it's not quite done yet. Wait for it. Still making the link. It's trying to save. Wait for it. We gotta do better.
What more do you need to see?
Nothing. All right, we're done.